This is unbelievable. We gotta cut this off. This is crazy. Unbelievable. This is an embarrassment what I'm watching over here. These cats is singing songs and all one unity in Madison Square Garden, just having a good old time at the Bucks' expense. Unbelievable. What's up, everybody? I'm Amber. This is amaraslogic. Got a new video for you today. Milwaukee Bucks trades, rumors, and news. Live edition. Before we get into it, you know the spiel. Comment, like, subscribe, and share the electrifying content. Y'all know what we're here to talk about. The abomination is going on at Madison Square Garden between the Milwaukee Bucks and the New York Knicks. We look like a JV team out here. We look completely outmatched. This looked like Alabama versus a good high school team. This is crazy. This is crazy. No one is doing anything besides Giannis and Dame. No one is doing anything besides Giannis and Dame. Appreciate the energy that Andre Jackson Jr. is bringing. Thank you. Appreciate that. Appreciate some of the outside shooting that AJ Green is bringing. Thank you for that. You guys are trying. But Brooke, you got humiliated out there. And I've been telling y'all for years, Brooke is too slow in today's NBA. But if you funnel the traffic to him, he can block shots. He spreads the floor. He. Resign Brooke Lopez, they said. He had a great year that year, they said. I said, don't do it. This is fool's gold. Now we here. He looked like a senior citizen playing with youngsters out there. He looked like a 60-year-old man playing at the Y against the young high school kid. He looks completely outmatched and outclassed. This has been a very down year, in my opinion, for Brooke Lopez. Besides the block shots, all his other numbers are down. Shooting percentages, everything's down. Brooke is definitely on a decline. I'm just hoping somebody can take him and off our hands for the dead cap space, because we got to be realistic, Bucks Nation. Before we get into the stats and all that, I just want us to have a real conversation for a minute about this team. I'm going to show some footage in a minute of what Brian Windhorst stated about the Bucks and their situation with this second apron. I'm not sure, friends and family. Oh, my bad. Salute to Bucks Nation, friends and family. I'm a little off. I wasn't expecting the Bucks to get humiliated like this tonight. Salute to friends and family. If you haven't already, hit the like button. Appreciate it. Help people find the content. But this is an atrocity out here. Brooke is awful on defense. Him and Bobby are just terrible. I told y'all the Three Stooges should not be together. They just shouldn't even be on the floor. I saw some of the atrocities Bobby was doing out there, and then Pat airballing a 2-foot shot. Like, Jesus, what is going on, man? We're not that bad. I can't believe we're this bad. We just had a great game just this last night at Fiserv, thinking things are headed in the right direction. Okay, we got a little something here with Ajax in the starting lineup, and then just to get washed like this. That we were never in this game. We had Karl Anthony Towns look like the reincarnation of Bernard King in the first half. He was dunking on Brooke, doing all types of playground moves on Brooke. Just ridiculous. Brooks' lack of foot speed is really hurting this team. I don't care if he's a big body. He don't rebound. His only asset right now is blocking shots. And at what cost is he blocking shots? And then Pat C is just terrible. I feel like if Doc continues to play Pat C, he should be fired for that, because that should be looked at as a hostile act against the team. Listen to what I just said. If this dude Doc continues to play Pat C, I look at that as a hostile act towards the team. He should be canned for that. Pat C brings zero. Absolutely zero. You telling me Rollins or none of these other dudes can't bring more to the table than Pat C? I don't believe you. This team just doesn't look like they know what they're doing out there. I'm going to keep it real. Especially on defense. We look horrible on defense. If you make one pass and we have to switch, we have nothing coming. We don't know how to recover. We don't know whose man we're supposed to hold. What's going on? Teams love playing the Bucks. They got Birdman hand rubs when they playing the Bucks because they know they can just shoot threes at will because we too stupid to make an adjustment. Brook is too stupid to move up and resist. That's what the first two shots of the game. What were they against us? Cat threes. I would think by now that this outstanding coaching staff that we have would have seen the pattern by now that teams are just chucking threes on us and try to do something to counteract that. Nothing. And then on top of it, we don't shoot a lot of threes. You get what I'm saying? It's like we stuck in a different era and everything else is modernized. We're in the Stone Ages and everything else is modernized. We still playing by an old school philosophy of basketball while everyone's playing the new analytic style. And we're getting washed up along with not having the talent assembled properly. I don't know. I'm not blaming one person. This is an assortment of problems that have transpired over years to get to this point. If y'all really want me to keep it 100% real, Bucks Nation, friends and family, and I'm not saying that it wasn't worth it. I'm not saying that I regret it in any shape or form. But what I will tell friends and family is this: if we being real, and when you come here, we gonna give it to you real, is that just based on how things were or how players were acquired, we sacrificed everything for that 21 championship. We gave up everything. That's the reality of the situation. That John Horst gave up everything we had for that championship. All our draft picks, anybody that had any type of trade value, everyone's gone. We don't have trade. I don't think we have first round picks till 2030 something. We don't have any leverage, Bucks Nation. We don't have any leverage. On top of that, we're in the second apron. So that further puts constraints on this team. You can't aggregate players. You can't do this. You can't do that. We're in a very rough spot if one of these young guys doesn't explode and become something. The Bucks are in a rough spot. And this is something that Khris Middleton can't fix. As much as we love Khris Middleton, he's also slow defensively now. So he would be a liability to an extent defensively. Yes, he would help us offensively, but he would be a liability as well defensively. We have a lot of old legs on this team, and we got a coach that likes to play old people. I just don't know what we can do besides going all in on these young guys and seeing if one pans out. I feel like that's the only thing that can help this team right now. I'm just keeping it real. Let's look at these numbers too. Let me put these numbers up. I'm gonna open the lines early here, and then I'm gonna show this footage too in a minute. Just look at the current numbers. Obviously, we getting our head beat in. Bucks getting their head beat in, 83-108 in Madison Square Garden. Giannis has 24. Dame has 19. 0 for 4 from 3. One turnover. Minus 28. Minus 17. Minus 28. Minus 16. Minus 14. You already see this. You already see the damage in the plus minus. Oh, 6 of 27 from the 3-point line won't help you. 6 threes is this is a really bad game, y'all. There's no positive. Bobby Porter 17 minutes, 1 of 8. 0 for 3, 2 for 2. Bobby played terrible tonight. And our favorite person, Pat Connaughton. 16 minutes, 1 of 4. 2 assists, 2 points. Doc, what are you thinking? You're sabotaging this team by playing this man. AJ Green, solid performance to me. 3 for 6, 9 points. Rollins, I like Rollins. I think he should be our backup point guard. I don't think we need DeLon Wright. That's on a positive. I think we found something in Rollins where I think he's better suited for this team than DeLon Wright. So maybe DeLon Wright might be tradable. I don't know what you're getting for him because we can't package people. So it's going to be really tough for us to get things done. And look, and also we only have 2 people in double figures on this whole team. Are you guys peeping that? We have 2 people in double figures on this whole team. 2 people. The same 2 people. Giannis and Dame have been carrying us all year with almost zero to little to no help. This has to grind their gears. Has to grind their gears. Bridges 17, Anunoby 14, Towns 32, Brunson 15, Hart 11. What I will say though is that on a positive, Andre Jackson Jr. was giving Brunson a really hard time out there. Brunson couldn't get going with Andre Jackson out there, so we do know that we have our on-ball defender right now, and Andre Jackson Jr. So that's a positive. And then McBride going for 14. I mean, this is it as all the momentum we had yesterday, all the momentum, everything we had positive, we just threw it away today. They killed us on the boards, 45-37, 14 offensive rebounds, 31 defensive rebounds. They have 34 assists, which means they're moving the ball, something we don't do. 18 assists. That's crazy. Look at that. 21 points off turnovers is the difference in this game. 12 turnovers, 21 points. 9 turnovers, 8 points. Huge difference. Remember last game we had all the fast break points? Today, 6. They have 19. We at least have 52 points in the paint. I mean, that's crazy. Can you imagine their largest lead was 30? This team is an embarrassment right now. This is absolutely ridiculous. I don't know if y'all saw this. Let me know if the audio play, y'all. I just want to make sure that y'all see this. But first, let's look at y'all. Let's look at your boy right here. Let's look at y'all boy right here, BP. Look at this. Just watch this. What is he doing? Bobby refuses to pass. Bobby is very interesting. Now, this is what I wanted y'all to see right here. And let me know if y'all hear the audio. Let me check the chat. Oh, just in case y'all didn't see this, let's go ahead and look at this too. Pat Connaughton is not an NBA caliber player, ladies and gentlemen. He is not an NBA caliber player anymore. At one point he was, but not anymore. Let's see who in the building at this atrocity that we calling the Bucks game today. Absolute joke. Let me see who in the building. Salute to friends and family, Bucks Nation. Appreciate y'all tapping in. If you haven't already, hit the like button. Kenny Mack, what's good? Patricia P, one of the queens of the chat, what's good, man? Chris B out of Ohio, what's good? Sadowski, what's good? The homie Jimmy Roller, what's good? Milwaukee Ray, what's good? Pass, straight out of New Jersey, what's good? Rigo, what's good? Derek Stevenson, what's good? Brandon King Carter, my dude, what's good? Gibson Nicholas, straight out of the Bahamas, what's good? Appreciate you tapping in, bro. Eli, what's good? Eliza, one of the OGs and queens of the chats, was good. Eli Harris was good, bro. Appreciate y'all tapping in. Y'all look fired up. The legend. B-Shack was good. Trina Reynolds was good. Marcus Little. Nikos was good, bro. I saw you spitting some facts in there earlier. I see you. Marcus Little was good, bro. Appreciate you. Jeff Riley, straight out of the OC, was good, bro. Hope your injury is coming along there on the recovery side. Alexander Murray was good. Luke was good. The Stacy Hanger was good. Stacy been in her bag all week. Salute to Stacy, one of the OGs and queens of the chat. Pronte in the building. What's good, Pronte? The Big Bodega. What up, fam? Good to see you. Good to see you. The Coop Show. What's good? We got a lot to talk about tonight about this atrocity. Greg Delaney, what's good, bro? Appreciate you tapping in. Bleacher Report boss, I see you. Dre West, my dude, what's good? Good to see you, Dre West. Appreciate you in the chat. Mr. Cool, the living legend, has entered the building. 2K God, what's good? Appreciate y'all. Appreciate y'all. King Temp, what up? What up? What up? Oliver Story, what's good? I didn't want to miss my boy Oliver. What up, bro? The childish one, what's good? All right, I'm putting a link in the chat. Let's get it cracking early. I want everybody to be able to get their piece. All right, link in the chat. Officially now, link in the chat. What up, Carrie? The homie Daniel Joseph, what's good? Get to some, pick out a couple of these comments while you wait for people to pop in. What up, Chessbox? Oh, you couldn't hear? Okay, my bad. What up, Pass? Let me get a couple comments off here, and I'm going to tap you in. Appreciate you tapping in. King Temp said, I don't think we'll even make the play-in. I will always be fans of Giannis and Dame, though. Respect. Bobby playing and selfing for the bag. Yeah, he playing selfish for the bag. Absolutely. I'm just gonna say, Ali the Don, what's good, bro? Go young completely and just see who is ready to play. Exactly. That's it. Just go young. Can't shoot and can't get defensive rebounds and turnovers like high school. The lack of the second chance points that we were giving up against the Knicks was hard to watch. That was hard to watch. Shout out to everyone in the chat, including amaraslogic. Keep up the good work on the channel. Appreciate it. Shout out from the South Bronx. Brother BKL Contreras and Sport Entertainment Guy. Appreciate you, bro. Salute. Appreciate you. The homie Nuisance in the building. No hustlers, low IQ, slow, old, dumb, head coach, and staff. No lies detected. The homie 78 Sports TV. What's good, bro? At least if we had Adrian Griffin, we would have an excuse. This makes no sense. Facts. Shout out to 78. The LDBC, also known as the General. Hey, 78, how many AKAs you got, bro? You got about 15. Real talk. Shout out. EC Northern Lights was good. We had Holiday, Grayson, DiVincenzo, Merrill, and a championship coach. Gave it all away for nothing. It's a little deeper than that, but I understand why you would make that comment. I do understand why you would make that comment. Like this is looking crazy out here. Tony Green was good. My man came in with the smoke immediately. Doc Rivers has to go. Rigo Rollins absolutely needs playing time, sir. Absolutely. BM, we're playing bad right now. We are cheeks currently. Dre West said there is no fix for this. We're in a bad spot. We're definitely in a bad spot. Oh, what up, Gary Foster? I see you. Getting Crowder killed us. Yeah, 5 second-round picks is insane. That's insane. Let me add the homies in here real quick. Let me get Jeff and Pass in here. Hold on. We'll get to some more comments here. All right, gentlemen. You know who we got at the bottom right. We got our recovering knee surgery. Our guy Jeff and OC out there in Cali does not look happy tonight, and I don't blame you, Jeff. Then, hey, we got a staple to the panel to the bottom left, straight out of New Jersey. The homie Pass. What's good, Pass? I know this is crazy. We gonna start with Jeff first, because I know your time be kind of short sometimes. So go ahead, Jeff.
Yeah, I'm gonna make this short and sweet. We got to get rid of Doc. Got to get rid of Billy Hoyle. Got to get rid of Sir Knowles devoid of defense and Brooke. They all got to go, including the coaching staff, because they're taking us back into the Stone Age.
We're
They all
playing
got to
like we're in
go.
the Stone Age.
I'm tired of it. And if this continues, Dame and Giannis going to say, I'm out of here.
Yeah, I agree. If it looks like a sinking ship, I can see that. And the problem is we can't fix this through the draft because
And
of how Horst threw us under the bus,
he
giving
needs to
away as
go
much as
too.
he did.
He needs to go too, because he's the one that really started the whole mess.
Yeah,
giving up all these draft picks for Drew and for
he
Crowder.
he
At
gave
least
up
Drew
9
worked
draft
out
picks.
for a championship.
Right. Hey, Pass, correct me if I'm wrong. He gave up 9 draft picks between Holiday and Crowder, right?
Let me think. Crowder's 5. I don't remember how much Holiday was, but I know
I thought it was
3
4
at least.
first rounders for Holiday.
Yeah, 3 first rounders for Holiday. Sam Merrill was actually part of that trade for that too. So that's one of the things. But he was part of the trade to get Grayson.
Oh, Grayson. Okay.
So that the Sam Merrill thing I don't really care about, because Grayson's the same player, so you didn't lose anything from there.
Right.
I don't know why they don't know how to trade picks. It makes no sense to me. Who in their right mind's like, let me get 5 first round, let me get 5. Of course someone's gonna say, yeah, I'll take your 5 first round second rounders for Dre Crowder. I just saw him play like a scrub at my team. You could have him.
Right. That was way too much to give up.
Phoenix sent Jay Crowder home and told him to sit there.
Right. That's how much he didn't matter. That's crazy.
They sent them to
fleeced
Brooklyn.
us for 5 picks.
And Horst wanted them?
They sent them to Brooklyn. That's how bad it was.
That bad? That is ridiculous.
I'm gonna tell y'all, like I said in my little monologue there, the Bucks sacrificed and gave everything for that championship. We mortgaged our future, we mortgaged everything for that championship. And for us to get back, it's gonna have to be 2030 till we start seeing draft picks again, because of how willy-nilly John Horst was with acquiring players and just giving away he was giving away draft picks like my wife give away candy for kids on Halloween. Just handful. Just hey, how many can you hold? How many draft picks can you get? Like,
don't forget about the two.
Go ahead, real quick.
Second round picks that he gave up for Serge Ibaka.
Oh, that would be worse.
Oh yeah,
that's by far the worst one. But I will say this: Horst is the anti Sam Presti. They are the complete opposite of GMs. One GM realized, hey, this isn't working. You know what they did? They traded their best assets. He got good picks for them. And look at them now.
Yeah.
And at this time right now, you know whose picks they own for this year? They own Philly's pick. They own Clippers picks. Both those teams are doing terrible right now. They're guaranteed a top 10 pick probably.
Yeah.
And they have 30 other ones. And this guy is just trading all of them away for fun.
right. Like you get new ones every year. He just, hey, we'll wait till next year. Next year is now 2031.
As it was reported yesterday, there's 2 draft picks on the table that we could get back from Portland, along with for certain those devoid of defense.
Okay.
The Robert Williams and 2 second-round picks for certain those devoid of defense. Robert Williams
don't ever play though either. He Khris Middleton, but taller.
But he's been playing this year.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah.
Look, at this point, I'd rather
and he's better defensively than Bobby.
True. Oh, Bobby.
This is the thing. Yeah, exactly this. Would you rather I'd rather
That's
take a
who
chance
certain
on
knows
his
the void
health.
of defense is.
Right.
Bobby.
Yep. I'd rather take the chance on his lack of health over what Bobby Portis is giving us right now. Because he's not doing anything for us right now.
Exactly.
He's not shooting good threes. I've seen him open, shooting missing threes completely. He's 1 of 8. He's been consistently. I look at remember the preseason.
No,
His
hold on,
preseason
Pass. Hold on. I want you to hold that thought. What did I tell you we need to track with Bobby?
He didn't
Bobby,
pass. He doesn't pass.
I've been saying, I was like, y'all got to watch Bobby against good teams. Bobby struggles against good teams, and this is another example. He'll go crazy against a team, but when it's a top tier team, this is the Bobby you get.
The thing is, this year he's struggling against bad teams too.
Yeah, true.
He's been struggling too. He's been struggling the whole year so far. I have not seen a good game from him. The best part so far, the best thing he's played so far is in the preseason.
Yeah, he was killing in the preseason. He was killing in the preseason.
This is why I never take preseason serious, because it doesn't matter. These players don't try. You're not seeing 80% from 3 Bobby. That's not happening. You're gonna get 20% from 3 from Bobby though. That's what you'll get.
And then can we talk about Brook too? Brook has become, he's just going downhill fast.
He's too old.
Yeah, Brook is going downhill fast.
Brook is not 36. He's 86.
Right. I never wanted to re-sign Brook. That made me so mad that we re-signed Brook. Oh, I was angry because I knew what was coming.
Re-sign would have been fine if it was a sign and trade.
Yeah, if it was a sign and trade. Yeah. That's what I said. Thank you, Pat. That's what I was saying that should have happened. A sign and trade.
We had other trades. We had trades on the table for a decent young center. But Horst would never pull the trigger.
It's just we just look crazy out there. Teams are getting up 40 and 53s. We shooting 23s a game now. Dame only didn't take no 3 in the first half. This team just looks so just dysfunctional on all sides, on all facets. And I see Giannis looking frustrated. He looking at Dame looking at him like, I don't know what we can do. Dame was averaging 27, 28. It's probably going to dip a little bit after today's game. Giannis averaging 30, and it's doing nothing for us. We got 2 players between them averaging almost 60 points, and it does nothing because they're the only people scoring consistently.
Here's a stat right here.
Hold on 1 second. Jeff, go ahead, Pat.
Here's a quick stat. This is the starter minutes. I'm not considering all the garbage time. There's 4, 5. Actually, let Jeff go quick because I got to do some quick math.
Okay, go ahead. Go ahead, Jeff.
Like I'm saying in the chat, Doc, he took Orlando to the playoffs, and that following year he started out 1-10, and he got fired.
I remember that.
If Horst is on his game, if Doc goes 2-10, Doc need to be out.
Oh.
2-10, Doc needs to be out. If Horst really wants something to happen with his team good, get Doc out of there because I see 2-10 coming. I don't see another win.
I don't know where our next win is.
I don't see it coming soon because our next game is Boston.
And then we're not polished right now. We got to figure it out. I don't know if it's rotation. What up, Gibson? Straight out of the Bahamas. We got our homie Gibson Nicholas at the bottom right. I know he's extremely disappointed with what's going on. Gibson, let me go ahead and let you cook. The people love when you cook, bro. Go ahead and cook real quick, Gibson.
Love Gibson cook because I got something afterwards.
Straight out of Jersey. Salute to Jeff Riley. Peace and love to you, my brother. I pray by the grace of God you get well. Amber, salute to you. And salute to Bucks Nation. Amber, I need some time because I have to get some inspiration and some steam out.
Let me take my beverage.
Watching this game, Amber, and very, 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 very disappointed by. You know who I'm really, really, really disappointed in?
Who?
Middleton. 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 You're getting paid $34 million, and you just sitting on the bench in street clothes. And my next person who need to really get booted of this city, if I was in Milwaukee tonight, I will start a protest tonight. I will start a protest tonight to
That's the
get
first one this
him
season.
on
Hey,
the
Gibson. That's the first one this season that we needed to protest. It took a little bit, but we there now. We at the protest point. Go ahead, Gibson.
we have to get a protest to get John Horse over there, and we just have to clean up house. House have to be clean. Bring your push broom, your shovel, your rakes, and your vacuum. Everything gotta go there. Everything. I done had enough. Throw it all out the window. Everybody got to go.
So let me ask you this, Gibson. How did you feel about Brooks' performance tonight against Carl Anthony?
Terrible. He was getting destroyed. I want him. He run like a snail. He was getting destroyed on. But I say to myself, I just put my hand like this on. But I say, oh, what is this team coming to? The Milwaukee Bucks we know about used to be dominant. They used to crash the glass, fighting for nobody interested in getting no rebound. They don't care no more. What is something Amber and Pastor Mendo and Jet? Something is going on with this team, and no one's saying something. This
I
team do
don't.
not look. Something is
What it
going
is,
on. Something is not
Yeah,
good with
that's what
this
I
team.
said. It got to be
Gibson,
something in the locker room.
Gibson, what it is, there's no coach. The coach, there's no adjustments. There's no plays, game plan. There's no structure. There's no integrity. There's no
Yeah.
anything.
Something is not right, Jeff.
Doc is
Something is
not
not right.
doing anything. The coaching staff is not doing anything.
Yep.
No,
There's a simple thing to this right here. We said a lot of times that Bud plays random basketball. Yes? A
Yes.
lot of us have said that. This is what real random basketball looks like. There is no system. I don't think he
no,
has yet to set in. There are
Yeah.
still no actual plays. I'm positive the 2 wins we had is because the team themselves, the players themselves, were playing off of instinct.
I can
I'm
agree with
100%.
that.
They're
I can
not
agree with
playing
that.
based off of
That's
set
what
plays or
Damian
anything like
Giannis
that.
is doing, playing off of
There's none of that.
instinct.
Yeah, they're just doing what they do, and that's the problem. It's like Giannis and Dame are just doing what they do, and then whatever everybody else is doing, they just doing. It's like, okay, we're gonna get our numbers and whatever.
Playground ball.
Yeah, exactly. Go ahead, Gibson.
okay, this is what I said while I was watching the game. The person would really, really need to go off this team. Number one, you have to get rid of Brook. Number two, you have to get rid of Portis. You have to get rid of Cannon. See, the problem with us, we held on to these guys for so long. We hold on them for too long.
You know, hey, remember
We
what people were saying? They helped us win a championship.
no,
They're
no,
part of our core team. How could you want to trade somebody like that? Well, why
we
would you
hold
want
on
to
to
do
them.
them like that? They helped us win a championship. And that's the problem.
Angry.
Hey, business is business. That's the problem with
Yep.
nostalgia. Nostalgia gets you here. I told you I wanted to cut ties with all of these people after we won a championship because I know what it is already. And hey, the thing is, I can prove it because the footage is there. I said right after, I was like, hey, we need to get rid of so and so, trade so and so. They're gonna be at their highest value, so we can get some stuff back. And no, oh, we need to bring them back. We can do this and that. If the
What?
dude, hey, just 1 second, just 1 second, Gibson. The Celtics had a great team already when they had Smart, and everybody was jumping down their throat when they got rid of Smart and Grant Williams, talking about they were going to destroy this team, blah blah blah, and they got a championship. Being bold and taking chances. The only way you do anything in life in general, you have to be bold and take chances. And yes, the Bucks have taken chances in certain areas like acquiring Dame, but now we need to be bold and say, hey, these old legs aren't helping us. Let's just throw these young dudes out there and let them go and let them learn as they go. Because the way that we're trying now, what's going on is not working. So why not try something completely different? Kind of like, you know what this reminds me of? Like, just, hey, let's just see what happens. It's like when Michigan had the Fab Five and everybody just thought they was crazy playing all these freshmen. But he believed in them. It was like, hey, let's see what happens. We got talent on that bench, y'all. I'm telling you, we got talent on that bench. They need to get playing time. You can't allow people like Pat Connaughton to play almost 20 minutes a game. Pat Connaughton, you're useless. You're just out there getting cardio. I don't like you at all. I want you out of the city, bro. Like, what are you, and you get on the court, I see you smile and make me want to punch some drywall because I'm like, what are you happy about? You're not doing anything but stealing. You're stealing. And
Okay,
then Bobby,
Amara,
I want to have a Bobby to have an IQ test because some of the stuff Bobby does is completely unreal. I'll see that man dribble with 3 people coming towards him, and instead of him looking up to try to pass to somebody, he gonna keep backing it down, keep backing it down. Bobby Portis might have the lowest basketball IQ on this team, and Brook Lopez is the least athletic, and then Pat Connaughton is a waste of space. That's why I call all 3 of those dudes the 3 Stooges. Go ahead, Gibson.
Correct.
Amara.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hold on, Amara.
Yeah.
I'm gonna up you one.
Okay.
Gutekunst.
Okay.
When he went with the young guys last year, almost got to the NFC Championship with the young guys.
That's true. Fair point. I'm not saying that's gonna happen. We're gonna win a champ, but I just think we have more talent on the bench than we know because we're not playing them. You already see you have something in AJ Green. You see that he's fairly consistent shooting threes. So we know we have our 3-point shooter there. It looks like Rollins can be our backup point guard, so we don't really need DeLon Wright at this point. I think Rollins is a step up, in my opinion.
I
And
would.
Ajax is showing that could be
Yeah,
growing into our defensive stopper.
that's why I said he's our on-ball defender. Go ahead, Gibson, then we will go to pass. Go ahead, Gibson.
Okay. Okay. My problem is, Amber, I come to the realization to understand all of this. I think the Milwaukee Bucks made a big mistake by hiring Doc Rivers. The guy who they were
Yes,
supposed to go after was
definitely.
Kenny Atkinson. If Kenny Atkinson was out there, he would have made sure that he put the right guys on the floor. And second of all, it is time for the Milwaukee Bucks ownership group and organization to cut ties with Jonas as of tonight. John Horst needs to be out of this office as of tonight. Period. He have to go. No more
I have a
slapping.
coach that we should look into. He's an assistant
Go ahead.
coach, but assistant coaches can be hired.
Yeah.
Please go and beg Terry Stotts to come back and be the
No,
head
Terry
coach.
Stotts is. I mean, but he's with Golden State now. He ain't going nowhere.
It's not even that.
He's
It's
just
like,
an assistant, but if
how
we
was he
offer him the
treated here?
head coaching, if we offer him the head coaching job, he may do it.
That's one thing, but also the other. This is the fact. This is the problem that I have with that. How will he feel being treated how he was last time when
Right.
Griffin was here? That matters to
Look,
people.
Adrian,
If you get
Adrian
treated like
Griffin
shit
is
at your
gone.
job, why would you go back?
He was treated by
Yep.
he treated like crap by Adrian Griffin, and Adrian Griffin's gone.
Even still, it's the location where you had it. It's a bad. It's. I don't even think it's a good idea. Now I do agree with you that we do need to change the coach. Problem is who do you get? Because you have to. My goal right now is just to look at every single assistant coach and what they're doing. Now I have something else that I said last time. This team does not shoot enough threes.
Yeah, agree. We do not shoot enough
And this
threes.
game was enough proof for it. I think they had 15 threes by like in the middle of the third quarter, and that's it.
Mm-hmm.
They ended up at 25.
Yeah.
A lot of them were just terrible threes. Some of them were open; they were just missing it. And then it's always the usual suspects too with that. It's always Bobby. It's always Pat.
Jack.
They were even guarding Pat half the time. They were just leaving him open because they know he's gonna miss.
Yeah, Pat he's just bad. Pat is bad. Everything
Hold
about
on
Pat
to
is
him.
bad. Go ahead, Gibson.
I'm with Giannis. Giannis got to tote some of the blame too now, and the blame got to go around. And everyone got to tote a fair share of blame because you can't
I'll
go
go
to the
him
line
later.
and miss half of those free throws. Now Giannis have to really try to have at least some type of. If you just would have wake on that little hook shot, when you remember when we was playing the Brooklyn there, when he turned around and did that little hook shot, you have to have something. I mean, you can't just When dribble, come down the wall and bulldoze the people. You have to make it easier on yourself. You can't be coming with a full head of steam. And this because the next announcers was
Use
talking
what he
bad
was
about
taught by Hakeem Olajuwon.
Well, let's not
He's
act
not
like
using what he was
let's
taught
not
by
act like we haven't
Hakeem
seen the mid
Olajuwon.
range improve with Giannis. Now, I'm not gonna let y'all just do that. Now, Giannis's mid range is definitely improved. His mid range is
yes,
improved. Let's
we see that we see the mid range but
What up,
the
James?
supporting with the supporting cast but is not helping. It cannot just be Giannis and Dame. We need that third squad. That's why I bombing on Middleton. We need a third squad to help take some of the load off these guys. What
This
you
is the
can't be paying man $34 million. This would just get me upset. You pay that
there's
man all that money and the man can never play no season. This is ridiculous.
there's one issue
This
with
have
that,
to
Gibson.
be
Hold on, one sec. Go ahead. What's your interjection? Go ahead, Paz.
Yes, Khris Middleton solves a lot of problems, but he doesn't solve them all. And there's a still big issue of ball handling, even with Khris here or not. There are no ball handlers on this team.
Correct.
You have Pat bring up the ball. You have AJ Green bring up the ball. These guys cannot bring it up. This is the reason we're forced to play Giannis and Dame so many minutes because of this reason.
Yep.
Dame's
Exactly.
minutes is huge because we have no good backup point guard. We don't have a good backup bench.
And that makes a
We don't
point
have
to
a
what
good.
you said the other day, though, Paz. I think it was yours a Pronte, but somebody was saying that's why Dame has lulls where he's not taking shots because he has to conserve his energy because
Yeah, he has to.
He's playing so many minutes.
Yeah, and he's also older. He's not 20 something anymore.
Right,
He's like this would be different if he was in his 20s and people were
Right.
saying like, okay, that'd be surprising to me. But he is past his he's at the end of his prime.
Correct.
Especially and he's a
DeLon
small guard
Wright
at that too.
DeLon Wright, I knew when they signed him that he wasn't going to be worth anything.
I expect him at least to play defense.
I expect him to at least just bring up
He's
the ball.
not even
He doesn't
that.
even do that.
I knew he's not even that.
Yeah, Horst did ruin our future, but he did bring us a championship. A lot of teams can't say that. He did. Like I said, he sold our soul for a championship. He sold our soul.
And he got
there's an issue with
Giannis
that, though.
thinking that we're gonna get another one down the line soon, but
It didn't work out.
took the
Injuries,
place.
yeah, the injuries killed us. Yeah.
Yes, the injuries killed us, but also this with the
And now age
chip
is
thing.
killing us.
Not age. Yep. Go ahead, pass, and then we will go to
The
Gibson.
thing with the chip thing. Do we actually think we still win if Kyrie and Harden are not injured? Because I don't.
That's a good question.
We were getting killed by just KD for most of that series.
True.
We should have not gone 7 games to begin with. The fact that I did with just KD, Joe Harris is out the league. He was shooting like Bobby right now.
Yeah.
And that's way more important than this game.
That series.
Yeah,
Bobby didn't even play in that series.
The one thing that Bud did so well is he never played him in serious games.
Yeah.
Because he knew I can't play this idiot on the court. Bobby, you want your stuff back? Play better. I'm 100% sure.
They're holding it hostage until you play better.
I'm guaranteeing you, the people who stole your stuff are their fans. They stole your stuff because you are garbage. Because they want you out of this team. They want you out of Milwaukee. Go to Houston. Go to Charlotte. Go anywhere else. Furthest place you can be from here. Because if this is what you're going to bring us,
put the drink down, Stacey.
I got one thing to say before I go.
Go ahead.
I said a few days ago that Doc is going to dismantle this team if he doesn't get fired. He's going to do the same thing that George Karl did back in the day when he got rid of Big Dog and Ray Allen.
Yeah. To get Gary Payton.
Team.
Yeah.
Yeah. If he's going to dismantle the team.
But that's the thing. That's the beautiful part. He can't because we're not allowed damn near to do any type of trade. That second apron has us so restricted. It's almost we got to do player for player with exact salary match to do anything. So us
But
making
he's
even a
going to force
trade at
that.
this point is complicated. We can't do even a simple trade at this point is greatly complicated until we're out of the second apron. We're kind of
He's going to force
SOL.
Doc. He's going to force Giannis and Dame to demand a trade.
But again, if they demand a trade, they have to get back the exact same salary. That's what I'm saying. This second apron is no joke, Jeff. You just can't do what you want to do.
It has
Like,
to be
let's
either
say we
on.
did,
Yeah,
yeah. Like, even if we
yeah.
wanted to trade Giannis, we'd have to get equal. We'd have to get back the exact same money.
I'll explain it the easiest
Yeah,
way I
go
can
ahead,
So
with
might as
Pat.
the
well
with
just
the
get
with the
rid of
second.
Doc.
We're over by around 7 million or so
Mm-hmm.
about the second apron, right? So we are forced, but this is what we had to do. If we do get a draft pick this year, and we did have it, it would be the last pick in the draft if we stay at the second apron. That's the first thing. Second thing, if you want to trade any of these players for someone else, that you cannot aggregate, so you cannot trade Bobby with Pat, you cannot trade Bobby with Marjon, you can't do any of that. You have to do one trade at a time. Another thing, you cannot take in more money than you're sending out. So let's say someone's making 14 million, Bobby's making 12 million, right? Around there. You cannot do that. It has to be less or equal to the same amount. This is all because of CJ McCollum. I will despise that man for my whole life. You know who actually? It's CJ McCollum and Grant Williams is the reason why this occurred. That's why. Now I think about it. This is why Khris didn't trade for Grant Williams, because he remembered. Wait, you're the reason why this occurred. We are in the second apron.
Right. It's just the second apron thing. That's what I'm saying, Bucks Nation. We have no choice but to believe in the young guys. Y'all gotta understand. I know trade so and so to get rid of so and so. It is way too complicated. We better off benching some of these people and just playing the young guys and let's go. Go ahead, Gibson.
Yes, Amber, I agree with what you said. The problem is that when you have a coach what is still stuck in his silly ways, the thing I would like to see is, why isn't Tyler Smith coming in the lineup and giving us something? Try him out. You put Pat on the bench Pat. No, you want him come there and make a fool of himself. The media laughing at us, say we just look like the worst Detroit Piston team because they feel like we are not going nowhere. This is not a championship team. We are not a championship team. Because why? You don't have your third scorer. As Middleton was always injury prone. Even though he come back, he still will not be able to move the needle for this team. The fact is that we were supposed to get rid of Middleton a long time ago. Yes, we understand he won the championship for the Milwaukee Bucks, but I think it is time to move on from him. We have to get younger. This team is getting old.
Yeah.
We are old. Lopez, man, look how easy Carl Anthony Towns just dunk right all over him. He too slow. I just
That
shook my
thing's.
hand and say, man,
I'm gonna push
And we
back
don't
man,
on
have the
one
coach
thing.
to coach in
It,
those teams.
Gibson, I'm gonna push back on one thing. Only one small thing. The thing with Brooke and Cat, that's been going on even before Brooke looked like this. It's been like that for a long time. So what I want to know about that is, that your scouting report should know that hey, Brooke cannot defend Cat. It's been known for years. Why didn't they not put Giannis on him until the second half?
That's low coaching IQ at that point. Hold on 1 second. Let me get my boy Maurice super chat. Maurice, what's good, bro? Appreciate the $10 super chat. This game was lost in the first quarter with Brooke guarding Cat. Doc Rivers keeps getting hired off that 2008 championship, but he is a failure as a coach. He's a dinosaur in today's NBA. Great comment. Appreciate the $10 super chat. That's 100%
I agree.
facts, Maurice.
I
100%
agree.
fact.
The worst part about
Go ahead,
the worst
Gibson.
part about that. Gibson, go ahead real quick.
That pass and Jeff and Amber, that championship was milked from '08, and he's still living off that. And John and ownership refused to make us. Ownership made the biggest mistake. Horse had the rights to hire Atkinson. Ownership turned it down. Why would you want to turn it down? Atkinson is a very good
I think it was
coach.
trying to save money though, Gibson. I really think it was a money thing because of the
No,
aprons and all of that. I think that getting
The coaches
Adrian
don't do
Griffin
anything
was the
with it.
cheapest one. I think Adrian Griffin was the cheapest coach.
I'm 100% sure it's not that because the coaches don't go to the apron. They don't matter.
Oh, they don't.
That's completely separate. The
Hold on
aprons
1 second.
only affects the players.
Hold on 1
They
second.
just thought he was a good player. That's what they thought.
Damn it. Hold on 1 second.
There's the coaches available.
Hold on 1 second. Hold on 1 second. Let me get my boy Maurice super chat. Appreciate the $10 super chat, Maurice. Doc keeps getting hired for 4 or 5 year deals, knowing he's going to be fired in his second or third year, so he can keep getting checks. Damn, he's a complete failure and able to make simple and obvious adjustments. Go in on him, Maurice. Salute to Maurice. He's blacking out.
Doc don't know how to make
Maurice is
adjustments.
crashing out on Doc.
This is the simple thing about Doc.
Doc don't know how to make adjustments. He rely on the players to make their own adjustments.
One question, Amber. Let's touch on what Jeff Riley said. We would like to find out what coaches out there is available if Doc Rivers would have lose his job tonight. Because I didn't see
Nate
enough.
McMillan.
Who?
Nate McMillan.
That's just Doc too. That's just a younger Doc. He's very similar to Doc.
He's better than Doc though.
Is he?
Dan
Like
Tony.
it's slightly better, but how much better are we talking?
He does make adjustments.
I don't look. We gotta stop doing this thing with the coaches where you just keep recycling the same coaches over
we
and
gotta
over
get
again.
something new. I hate the retread.
You gotta try someone different at this point. There's so many
Yeah.
other coaches out there that have a good chance to get something done.
What about Sam Cassell, Lambert? What about Sam Cassell of Boston? Let's fire Doc and snatch him from Boston.
You think he want to leave that gravy train over there?
Yeah, he's getting easy chips.
Yeah.
He's
You
gotten
think
one
he want to
already.
leave that gravy train, bro? No.
There's a good chance he'll get another one
We're
this year
SOL,
too.
bro. We're SOL. The only thing that can save us is one of these young guys turn into an all-star. That's the only thing that can save us is one of these young guys magically turn into an all-star caliber player. We got to keep it real. When they said, I thought it was a joke when they were saying that we were playing teams 7, 8 seed, whatever. They were completely right about this team. We were being naive.
I don't even see the playoff.
Yeah, we were very naive, upset about the analysis, but the analysis is spot on with this team. And in your mind, you're like, how can we be that bad if we got Dame and Giannis? Until you understand how the impact of the others around them that are so terrible impact the game. You'll see Bobby with a stat line that got 21 points, but he gave up 56. He's the reason they scored 56 points. Coaching, I believe a lot of this has to go on the coach as well because you're supposed to put the players in a position to be effective.
There's another simple thing.
Doc does not do it.
No. Go ahead, Pat.
He won't. Doc will simply not do it. The simple thing with Doc is this. Doc gets his jobs because he knows how to talk to people. That's it. He knows how to. It's not even about the ring that he had in 2008. That's not been a thing since for a long time. Because people have consistently seen him. Yeah, after the Clippers in the bubble, everyone looked at Doc completely differently.
Yeah,
because that was by far one of the worst things I've seen. Because it happened twice to him where that happened, where he allowed a 3-1 lead and he lost. That's the second time it happened to him.
Facts.
Philly took a chance with him. They were terrible. Now, one part of Philly, Philly did have similar issues with us where some of their players just didn't want to play. I'm talking about Ben Simmons specifically here. But at the same time, Maxey was getting 10 minutes a game. And look what he's in. He looks like a better player. He's a way better player than everyone else.
He outscored Brunson, didn't he? So is Brunson washed? What did Brunson do tonight? Knock it off. Go ahead, pass.
He got shut down by AJ.
He got shut down, right? Hold on a second. Let me get my boy.
AJ shut him down.
Hold on 1 second. Let me get my boy No Strays super chat. Our favorite op, No Strays ENT. Appreciate the $4.99 super chat. Peace, Bucks Nation. I came to kick y'all while y'all was down, but seems like the chat got it covered. My job here is done. See y'all Sunday.
Oh, come on.
Damn, look, bro. Jesus.
The simple thing right here. That's how you do a troll, okay? You see what No Stray does? That's what you do as a troll. Set your fucking game up, Brooklyn Knicks fan.
Right, bro. You're
not doing shit.
Right. You gotta step up.
I got something I would like to say.
Okay.
I think as of tonight, if I was Doc Rivers, I don't think I would have sleep tonight. I don't think I would have sleep tonight. You know why? Because if I was Horse, I would think of sleep tonight. Because both of them need to be on the hot seat. Both of them need to be on the hot seat, especially Doc. Because you can't be that arrogant as a coach. You should see what is going on in the league. You have to play the young guys. So when we get chance to play Indiana, it might repeat of the playoff because the way we playing, the way we looking, because there's only two of our guys going to play. The rest of the guys don't want to play. You have Porter's holding on the ball. He refused to pass the ball. Somebody got to tell Portis in practice, pass the ball. You got to
But that's the
probably use a
problem. Why is it
bullhorn.
taking that long? It shouldn't even be taking this long. Hold on 1 second. Maurice spinning the block again. Salute, Maurice. Appreciate the support today, bro. Maurice, appreciate the $10 super chat. Mike D'Antoni was ahead of his time in the 2000s with promoting the three-point shot. He would be a perfect coach in today's NBA. Maybe D'Antoni would be a better fit for the Bucks squad. He actually would be,
Oh,
actually. No, that's a great Hey, Maurice, you need to just hop on the live, bro. You spitting. Just hop on the live, bro. Yeah, you spitting, bro. Shout out to Maurice.
He might be the best option right now.
Yeah, he might be the best option. We need to holler at D'Antoni.
This is what pisses me off the
and
most. Is last year we had how many options as good coaches? There were so many coaches getting fired. We had so many options to get a good coach, and they decided on two idiots. They decided on Adrian Griffin, a guy who looks lost all the time, and then they decided to fire him and get Doc, and then get Doc. Out of all the people.
Yeah, I agree. Let's do some round
what
robins.
about,
So I can, I'm gonna get some new people up in here, so get to do a round robin real quick.
I
Let's
have to go.
start with Jeff.
I'm
Then
out.
we'll go. Yeah, go ahead.
I'm out. I gotta go.
Okay. All right, Jeff. Appreciate you, bro.
I just want to say, like, wait, no, but wait. What the guy did on the super chat, D'Antoni was the next coach I was gonna say.
Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah, I'm with
Next
that.
to Nate McMillan, I was gonna say D'Antoni.
Okay. All right. Appreciate you, Jeff.
But
Have a good
the
one, bro.
whole,
Get that
if
recovery
not,
going.
Joe Pronson.
Nah, I don't want nobody that's on the staff. You've been stained and soiled. You know, I'm cool. I want somebody that hasn't been on the staff, bro. Nah. They've already been stained. They got a scarlet letter already. Let's get some fresh knowledge in here. Yeah, I'm cool, bro. I'm cool. We'll
what
see
about,
though.
All
Well, I'll
right,
keep
that's
you
cool.
posted though, Jeff. All right, bro.
yeah, what about your boy from the Miami Heat, Chris Quinn? Might as well give him a shot because
He's under his spell. He might be.
you get an idiot in Doc Rivers who lies on and say that he is a coach. He left the coach. He sell us a lie. It was all of a sudden it was just a lie for him to get another coaching job. And look what he do this team. He rectified this team. Man,
Yeah, you definitely right. Cause what up, Monalando, bro? Shout out to Canada. Shout out to the homie in Canada.
What's going on? Salute,
What's
salute.
going on? What's going on? Let me just let them do their round because
Solid.
I want to tap in a couple other people as well, Monalando. So just hang tight for a minute. I want to let Gibson
Yeah,
and
for
then
sure.
pass get their final words off. We've been rocking. So
well,
go ahead, Gibson.
Bet.
my biggest concern is I just want you come to the Let's Do It Live. So when Doc on the hot seat and on horse out, that's all I want right now. Right now, I am pulling for them. I want them two out of there. That's all I gotta say. I want House clean. I want him gone. I don't want him to be IGM no more. He need to be out immediately. I want him out. I go and salute to everybody in the chat. Salute.
Hey Gibson, decompress. I already know it's going. We'll talk later, Gibson. It's all good, bro.
All right.
All
Salute.
right,
Salute.
Gibson. All right, my man Gibson is tight.
Yeah, man. Frustrating.
Gibson is tight. He is wild. What up, Bleach Report boss? What up? What up?
What's
All right,
going
we
on?
good. We good. So
Okay.
we gonna go to pass and then we'll go back around. Go ahead, pass. You look like you
All
tight
right,
too. Go
so-
ahead, pass.
One thing like I said before, this team doesn't shoot threes. For some reason, we have 3-point shooters, but they don't shoot threes. So a lot of the threes look uncharacteristic too. I've never seen Dame miss. I've never seen Dame airball more than once in a game.
But that lets you know the energy in this game was all the way off. Dame didn't take a three in the first half, which
There's
was
no
crazy.
energy. There's no energy in this game. There's none of that. I don't know what the issue is. I don't know why it is. Is it because the Nasus is gone? I don't know. That's one of my issues with this team. The other thing with I think Kenny Mack just said it is that Mike Tony is 80 years old. So
Yeah, is he 80?
yeah,
Wait, is Dan
he's close to
Tony?
80. He's close to 80.
Oh,
That's
yeah, we can't do
crazy.
that. Yeah, we can't do
I don't
that.
know how well that'd be.
No, that wouldn't even be fair to his family. Nah,
At
Dan
that point,
That's like
Tony's off the
Pop.
market. Nah.
that's close to
Pop.
Pop's age, and Pop is going through
Yeah.
health issues right now.
Right.
That's my thing. Also, I think Gibson was talking about the Pacers game. I think they'll take that one more seriously because they remember last year.
Right.
And also, I think Halliburton's also hurt to a degree. I don't know how well. I remember them saying like he has like a issue with something.
Back spasm.
Yeah, he's also been shooting terribly. So
Maybe
hopefully
that's part of it though. He had back issues he was trying to play through for Gary Trent.
No,
Yeah.
Gary Trent. I just remember this about Gary Trent. I remember in the preseason his hand got really. They said it was just a strain, but it looked way worse to us than it actually was. That might be it.
Mm.
And it's a shooting hand, right? Was it a shooting hand?
I don't remember, but there's no way someone just goes a consistent 40% 3-point shooter and open threes, especially
Right.
to just
That
not
could
be
be
able
a
to
problem. No,
anything.
I agree with that.
To
just
Bronny
doesn't
level,
make
yeah.
sense. Yeah, even with terrible coaching, it doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
Even with a bad coach, you could still be able to make those. So that's something I'm interested in seeing. I'm still on the Markel Fultz train because we need a ball handler. Literally free.
I'm on
He's
anybody
free right
that's
now.
young that can fight. We don't have no fight. It's so hard to watch a team not fight. We don't fight at all. We don't fight for rebound. We don't fight for loose balls. We don't fight for one another. This team is in shambles.
Nah.
What the hell, man?
I know for sure Markel Fultz Fultz will fight for a simple reason. That man is out the league. You don't think he feels disrespected about that?
Right.
He's also 26. That's young. 26. That gives you a better option as a bench piece, even if you have to play as a starter. That's something there as a second as your number 2, next to Dame. That gives him less time off. I don't know.
Y'all saying a trade will be happening soon. I'm like, how?
You can't trade anyone.
Y'all gotta, man, we are SOL. We gotta live with what we got. This is what
they've already tried. They waited too long to do trades. Is the problem. The people who should have been traded should have been traded last year or the year before.
Thank you. Man.
They wasted so much time with them, and now they're stuck with them because they didn't realize, hey, the front office, Horse, whoever it is,
arm is still messed up. I agree.
It has to be. There's no way.
There's no way it's not.
No way.
Hold on 1 second here. We got the homie back in the super chat. Appreciate you, Maurice. Coach and Brooks should be simple. 65% post up, 35% 3-point attempts. His post ups and 3-pointers need to be monitored to ensure a balanced attack. Without the strategy, he's not effective. Okay, Maurice. We've been saying that forever. Too bad. Like I said, like I've been telling them for years, if the Bucks would just hire us as the organization to coach this team, we be straight.
I'll be honest about that. No,
yeah, we be straight. Yeah, we be straight. Friends and family, we can take care of that. We can take care of that, friends and family. But
at this point, the Bucks should do that. At this point, fire the whole coaching staff. Just have the Bucks fans and that's there. Just coach. Just have them drop the plays.
A matter of fact, how about, hey, you know what, coaching staff, y'all should just come on the live and ask questions, and we'll give y'all feedback on what y'all need to do. Go ahead, Monalando.
I don't really have much to say because I wasn't expecting us to win tonight anyway. But to be honest, I don't think it's even the coaches, bro. The coaches have a job before the Bucks, and they were doing all right. But once they got to the Bucks, it's like they don't even know like how to coach these guys. It's just they're just, I don't want to say the word on YouTube. They're kind of slow. Not only the. I'm not even joking, bro. It's not even. Do they have dyslexia? Like, what's going on? It's not only just their body slow, it's also their mind. It's like, did they forget how to play defense? You know, we used to be called the defensive team
Yeah, back in the
at
day,
one
yeah.
point. And who do we have those days? We had actual guards that could defend.
Right.
We got rid of all of them. Every
And
single one of them's gone.
yeah, and the reason why they were gone is because they didn't really have any offensive like bag, or what you would call it, whatever. And that's when Giannis was starting to have his offense go crazy.
Right.
But like, oh my God, it's like everyone forgot how to play defense. Like the main thing is not the coaching. I feel like Doc, this is what I have a theory on. You know that substitute teacher that comes in for English class
Mm-hmm.
and you know the other teacher's away for vacation or what, not vacation or whatever, like he's sick, right? A sick teacher. And then your substitute teacher comes in, he's like, "Oh, the let's see, who do we have in class? Oh, we have Daniel, we got Pronte, we got okay.
Right.
Let me see what I could do with these guys. I saw some film on them the other day. Let me see what I could do with these guys." So you go look at the film and look at what they do, and then you're like, "Oh my God, these guys suck." Okay, you know what, guys? You know what? Let's follow this strategy. It's gonna work. Doesn't work. You try to speed up the game. It doesn't work.
Mm.
You know the reason why. What's his name? Adrian Gifford looked good in the first half of the season. It's because we figured out a way to use these boneheads that we have as teammates, which is outscore the other team, which we were doing really well. Now, we really sucked at defense. So it was one or the other. So you can't speed up the game and also play good defense. You can't do that. And we
Yeah, you
had
gotta do one or the
horrible
other.
transition defense.
Yep.
Horrible.
He's cooking.
Oh my goodness.
This team doesn't
So
have one or the
when
other.
Doc came in, he tried to fix both at the same time. You know how hard it is to fix something that's already broken?
Yeah.
Dude, we had two coaches that couldn't fix our defense. And you think Doc's gonna help come and fix it after Khris Middleton is injured for the whole season? You got Dame and Giannis injured for the playoffs. Like, it's just frustrating. It's like I'm not defending Doc or the head or the coaching staff. They also have to like make some moves, man. They got to tell these guys like, you guys suck, bro. You're gonna have to let the young guys play. Simple as that. Look, I know it was garbage time. Those young guys were staying in front of the ball. They got many turnovers forced on the other players. Now just put that in the starting lineup, see what happens.
No, I
They're
feel
also
you.
playing against other
Hey,
They're
hey,
also
they
playing
worried
against.
about you in the comment section, Bleacher Report boss. Did you see? Did you see that? Hey, look, hey, look.
What did they say about him?
Man,
Yo,
Yeah.
cheer up.
look,
We'll be all right,
I'll
bud.
give you
We'll be
back.
all
I'm
right.
gonna give you guys back so real quick. Look, I just got new internet. I got new cable service. I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna watch the Bucks game. I'm all happy. Yeah, we watched the Bucks play. I get this crap, man. I'm like,
Ruined your whole
oh man.
internet experience.
I'm glad I had the blackout right where I'm at. I couldn't see this game on TV. I had to
Hold
look
on
up
one
on. I
second.
had to
Yeah,
look
hey,
this up online.
Cream City, Jeff. Yeah, Jeff. What tore his ACL or something? Yeah, he in the hospital, bro. He got some recovery time. He tore his like ACL at work. So yeah, he gonna be in the hospital for a minute. But shout out to the dedication of Jeff for still hopping on the live. Appreciate you, Jeff. That's how friends and family do. Hey, we rain, sleet, or snow, we gonna do what we do. So appreciate you still tapping in too, Jeff. But go ahead,
Okay,
Bleach Report, boss. Oh, go ahead. No, go ahead, Pass. Finish your thought.
okay.
There you go.
I just gotta ask you something real quick. Is there anyone else in the waiting room?
Nope. Go ahead.
Okay.
Pronte wants to go in.
Okay,
I
let
see
me
Pronte.
Okay. So let me just finish up real quick so you can get in.
Okay.
So simple thing I wanna. This team, I don't know what's gonna go with this team at this point. At this point, you just gotta take it a game at a time. There's 3 people who need to be traded. You have the 3 Stooges right here. You have Brooke,
Right.
you have Pat, and Bobby.
Yeah.
One of them needs to go for sure. The best option is to get at least 2 of them. Brooke's the one you want to trade the least of, only because it's just really hard to find a good center.
Mm-hmm.
There's just no centers that are out there right now.
They literally have a center.
I know it sucks, but that's literally we don't have options. Is the problem?
We got
There's no one you can get.
Look at
If you want
the
to go
Mavericks.
the Mavericks, yeah, but like, who's
Look
your
at their
option?
centers, man.
They're athletic and young, and they can move, and they can guard multiple positions.
They've also did something like this. They also tanked for a year just to get a one pick for a reason. We couldn't even do that. This team also refuses to tank too. Even when they should have
Yeah,
tanked,
that's the problem.
because Giannis don't want to lose like that. He's not gonna.
No, I'm not even talking about when Giannis was here. I'm talking before that.
Yeah.
Before even Giannis was there, they were always as a consistent of like middle of the. It was like middle of the pack draft picks. They just never. They still have. They refuse to tank.
Even when they had the first pick, when we got I forgot his name. Andrew
Which
Bogut.
one, Thon?
Bogut. That was the one
Bogut?
time we had the first pick, and we still screwed it up. I mean, he played okay. He played good first year, but once he messed his elbow up, that was it. His team does not draft well.
Damn, Gerard. He said we tanking now. Come on, Gerard, bro. Come on.
We're not tanking.
What
Damn,
pick?
bro.
Last time we had
What's the point of tanking if we have no picks?
We had no picks.
Last time...
30, 31. I'll be 45.
2031 is crazy work.
Our last highest pick.
At that time or something like that, man. Maybe
okay,
50.
right here. I just found
Hey,
it.
Daniel, I don't want to cut you off, but I wanted to. Oh, go ahead. Pass.
And then we'll go to mine.
Our last highest pick was in 2014, where we got Jabari. Same one. You know, the same people who were in that draft class. You know who went right after Jabari? Embiid. You know who's a little bit further down from him? Marcus Smart. Right after that, Randall. A little bit further down, Levine.
That was a solid draft, actually.
There's also pretty solid role players in here too. Gary Harris is in this draft pick. Who
was Jokic drafted?
Jokic is also in this draft class too. But he was during our Taco Bell. He was in the second round. I think he was like the second to last pick.
Hold on one second.
Yeah, he's 41.
Hey, Prate, you good? I see you. I got you in the green room. You good, Prate? Okay, just make sure that. Hold on one second, pass. Let me just get Maurice spinning the block again. What up, Maurice? Appreciate all the support today, bro. The $10 super chat. In today's game, with younger, more athletic players, no roster can afford to have two wounded turtles like Bobby and Brooke on the roster. One or both need to go immediately, period. Hold on. Hold on. He said, period. Probably too late, though. Yeah, it's too late. It's definitely
too late.
I wanted Brooke gone years ago, and I'm going to keep saying that because y'all was fighting me tooth and nail. Like, that was ridiculous to get rid of Brooke. I saw the vision. The vision is you got to stay young. You got to stay young.
The thing is, Amar, is because we believe in our team. That's the thing. No team, let's say you're a Celtics fan or a Knicks fan.
Right.
You're going to say, oh, get rid of this guy, get rid of this guy. But, like, you really want to win with the guys you have.
Right.
You're not trying to say get rid of everybody.
Right.
But, like, we just have no options. It's just Horst has put us in a deep, deep trouble. It's just Horst's fault. It's all Horst's fault. To be honest.
One more pick in this draft also.
It's just, I don't understand what's the favoritism with these old and slow. I remember teams when they couldn't win the next year or the next 2 years, or get to the playoffs. Late in the playoffs, they just disband everyone and just start over. But why are we keeping the team for 3 and 4 or 4 years? It's just crazy.
Yeah, true.
Okay, I got one more thing before I head out.
Okay, go ahead, Pat. And then I'm gonna get you
one more player who was also in this draft class in 2014. Everyone's favorite, Thanasis. That's all.
Mic drop.
Bro, what's wrong with you, Pat? Shout out to Pat. What's wrong with you, Pat? Hey, y'all know who at the top, the top right there?
Salute content.
Very influential member in the chat. Pronte, what's good, bro?
Oh, come on, bro. Come on.
Hold on.
Oh, what's up, y'all?
Hey,
the Bucks look like the Bucks we've been saying all year long.
I mean, I don't know. I didn't expect them to win, so I'm with Monolondo because the back to back, we got an old team and a team that plays with no heart, no passion. Let's be honest, they play with no heart, no passion, and that's what we see every night. A team that don't have heart and passion for the game anymore. Like they just go through the motions. You got a lot of players going through the motions. A lot of players just. I mean, the first half we'd have been in the game if they just got a defensive rebound.
Right.
Like let's be honest. I mean, the Knicks shot like 10 or 12 more shots than the Bucks in the first quarter, just off of defense, just off of rebounding. And it was like Giannis gets the rebound or nobody else gets it. And it was like it was crazy to watch. Like are y'all gonna go for the rebound? Y'all also out of position. I don't know, but I didn't expect them to win anyway because we got an old senior citizen team.
Yeah.
Backs don't work for us no more. We don't compete. We don't compete at a high level anymore.
I agree.
We're not competing. We got players that go in there and that go through the motion. And then Brook should have been benched this game. Early on, Brook should have been. He just was. But Karl Anthony Towns is not the fastest player.
But he jammed on twice.
He looked like he was on. Man, he like he had a Hellcat engine today. The
He
way he
looked
was
like
going
Giannis
past
on
Brook.
Brook, bro.
He was going running past.
He was
Brook.
running past Brook. It was an easy money every time. And Brook couldn't even keep up. And it's like, if you see that as a coach, take Brook out the game. Like, take him out the game. I mean, it was embarrassing for Brook out there. To me, like he was walking past dude. He was posting. He was doing whatever he wanted to do on Brook. And that was the game right there. That was the game. Bobby didn't do much. Bobby looked like a scrub in this game, a pure scrub. He had Josh Hart D'ing him up. But that's how they play Bobby.
You see this comment? Ryan Love said we should have took that Marcus Smart for Bobby last year.
Yeah, it wouldn't have hurt us. It wouldn't have hurt
great
us.
Comment.
It definitely wouldn't have hurt us at all because Bobby can't play in the playoffs anyway.
And you see what I was saying too, Pronte, about Bobby? Bobby do not show up against good teams, bro.
When teams actually defend him and play him and be physical with him, he's not as effective. And in the playoffs, every team is more physical. That's why he was benched when we won the championship. He barely played because when a team is physical, his game doesn't work as well, and he doesn't play defense to keep him on the court. That's one thing Bud did well. He didn't keep players on the court that weren't effective, and he can realize matchups. Doc doesn't do much, and it's clear that Doc doesn't do much. He doesn't run plays. He doesn't. He just relies on his players to be good and figure it out on their own. And he's no Phil Jackson, because Phil Jackson came in with a triangle system. Doc comes in with nothing.
Right.
Doc comes in with nothing. He comes in with no system, and he's just a player. He's just a player finesser. You know what I mean? He finesses players like Pat Connaughton finesses coaches, and he tries to get the players hyped up around him and make them feel good, and they rely on their talent. He say, "Oh, just play off each other." Any coach could say that. Like when he said that was what coach can't say? Oh, just we want to see how you feel around each other. No, you got to bring something to the table. These players don't need you to build relationships. This is not therapy. You know what I mean? Go get it. Just go announce games and be and just kick it after the game. Like that's what you want to do. Go play golf with the players. Don't you know what I mean? That's what you do. You just want to kick it with the players because you're not coaching them. You're not in something. You're not. I see nothing from the Bucks. I see nothing installed in the Bucks.
Yeah,
nothing special.
That's what I'm saying.
We're just surviving off of Giannis and Dame, and it ain't working because the coach don't even coach the role players.
We had two people. We had two people in double figures this whole game. Guess who those two people were?
Same to his own.
Don't even have to mention it.
Same to it. Wasn't hard to see. And Giannis didn't play his best game, but he was the only one playing.
He played hard. He at least was playing hard.
He was playing physical, and you got to play physical against the Knicks because that's the team you're playing against.
Right.
And everybody else wasn't. Like Dame didn't want the contact, even though he played good. He didn't play bad, but You know, he was tired. You can tell Dan was tired.
That back-to-back kill. What? 40 minutes the whole season.
He played 37 minutes last night and hopped on the fly, and you can see it.
Yeah. Yeah, hold on 1 second. Let me get the homie Pass. Pass, appreciate the $5 super chat. Brook has always struggled against Cat and Porzingis. It's been known for years, but this team loves the bench players more than the stars. Facts. Shout out to
That's
Pass.
facts, Pass. That's
Yeah,
facts.
that's facts.
But, I mean,
They
that's coaching.
break it apart.
Coaching's around matchups, right?
Right.
You understand your matchups. But this is a bad matchup for Brook. Always been a bad matchup for Brook. Brook can't hold Cat, but Giannis can. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And the fact that you had Brook on allow Cat to go 1-on-1 against Brook is a coaching error. Like you don't, it doesn't make sense to be a coach and say you coach and you allow that to happen all game.
Right.
You didn't
Hey,
coach.
Bleacher Report, boss. Can I tap you out for a minute so I can tap in B Shack?
My boy didn't.
Yeah.
My boy didn't coach today.
Who?
Nah, he didn't coach. Because he conceded the loss. And that's what he did. Doc conceded the loss. And how many
Doc
times
lie down.
Doc laid it down. He didn't come up with no game plan worth even talking about. And he hasn't done that all year. Doc is coasting and he's collecting the check just like Pat Connaughton, and we know it. We know it. We know that's what he's doing. He was relying on the coaches to lift him up, and they're not doing it for him.
Don't get like that, boy, mommy. Don't get like that. She said, "Can we just forfeit the season?"
I still see them winning games when Khris Middleton comes back, if he ever comes back. You know what I mean? Khris Middleton might not be back like that this season. And that's
Thank you. Now you picking up what I'm putting down. Exactly. When they go from a week or two or preseason, now they saying indefinitely means something serious. If they can't determine when you gonna come back, that means something serious.
Middleton needs to retire. Let's be honest.
Thank you.
Just retire or something. Free up that cap space.
The injuries have hit him hard. It's just he got game, but his injuries have took his body out. His body's gone.
And it's taking out B Shack too, man. We gotta let B Shack get it off his chest. Yeah, go ahead, B Shack. Go ahead, B Shack.
Listen, man, I was gonna come on here tonight because I was like, what am I gonna add to this? Because they was gonna say the same things over and over and over again. I mean, you know how I feel, man. I don't never come on here with a wife beater on, man. That's how I feel. I don't never come out like I don't let no one see me like this.
Right,
I got a reputation. I got a reputation to uphold, man.
Right.
Anyway, but listen, man, this is simple. The Bucks have 3 players who are they're like a boulder around their neck, just taking the whole team underwater. I literally saw Brook play like he was in quicksand. And he was just like, dude is going past him. He was just waving at him and looking around and then pulling his arms out like this every time someone went past him. Bobby, I don't even know what to say about Bobby, man. He's not even an NBA player right now. His defensive skills are so subpar, man. They're on middle school level. He is a terrible defensive player. And then Pat is Pat. Pat is just Pat. He's doing what Pat does. Here's the problem, man. The team is not going to go anywhere with these rotations, with these players. They're just not. There's nothing Dame and Giannis can do to overcome these deficiencies. This is and I'm gonna be in a minority here. Here's why I'm not gonna go off on the coaching. Because I'm not in the practices. I don't know what they are telling these players that some of these players are just not executing. I just don't know. Now, here's what I'm going to say. I think the Knicks are a really bad matchup right now because they have size, they have speed, and they have tenacity. They've got players that can if not stop Giannis, make him think twice every time he does something. Okay, you got players that can get up on Dame that basically has to force him to take the ball to the hoop. Man, they're not giving him really the airspace, and they're clogging up the pick and roll. So this team is right now as a constituted. The Knicks are a bad matchup. I think actually the Celtics are a better matchup for the Bucks than the Knicks right now. And here's what I want to do. As bad as it looked tonight, I want to see what they look like against the Celtics before I totally give up, because this was a back-to-back. And back-to-backs are going to affect players like Bobby and Brooke more than some of the younger players or some of the more talented players.
Mm-hmm.
So if they look bad like this against the Celtics, as bad as this, something drastic has to happen quick, or else you're just going to throw away the season.
Agreed.
So I'm willing to say, okay, this was a back-to-back. Good win last night. They were playing against a team. Think about it. A Tom Thibodeau team that knows you're tired is going to just be all up in you.
Yeah.
Even if the Knicks, even if the Bucks had started out good, it'd been hard for them to finish well. The type of pressure they were under. You just want to see them compete. But I really want to see what they're going to look like with a day's rest against the Celtics. They might look totally different because, one, I think the matchup's a little bit better, and two, it's not coming off a back-to-back. And that's kind of where I'm at right now. But there's no doubt it looked terrible tonight. It just sucked the spirit out of my soul, man. It was just really bad.
No, this was hard to watch from the beginning. You could see how Cat came out and hit them 2 threes right away. I already knew the writing was on the wall, right? And he looked too confident. He got a little lemon zest in him. And for him to be trying to act out there acting tough like, he got confident playing against Brooke. You could see he felt good playing against Brooke.
Man.
He felt confident. You could see it.
But my thing is like, and that's what this, and I agree with you, B-Shack, on most of everything you just said, because I thought it's a back-to-back, we automatically going to lose. Just because we struggle in a non-back-to-backs. We struggle with 2 days of rest, looking not lethargic and slow. So a back-to-back, them players going to get even slower. And that's what I thought. But on the coaches, this is where the coaches failed. I remember Bud used to just sit players in a back-to-back because he knew his players. You see what I'm saying? He said, even if we lose, we're going to run with the young guys. You know what I mean? Because at least they got energy, get them some playing time.
Mm-hmm.
I'd have rather saw that. You know what I mean? Than see Cat run around Brook Lopez all game. You know what I mean? Because you got to get the young. You could have got the young players primed up and hyped up about their minutes, and you could have got them developed. And you could have started developing them because you can see it in the loss when you got Brook on Lopez, Brook Lopez out there anyway. And you
so Prate, check this out. I'm gonna shock you with this. At this point, cause we need energy, we need speed. I'm saying bring AJ Johnson back up, man.
Well, I've been saying he should have never went. It was a slap in the face that he even got sent to the G League. Why did he even get sent to the G League?
Listen. If we're gonna lose, let's lose with some swag. He got some swag to bring.
I'm with you on that. Like I'm
trying with you on that.
Right.
B-Shack.
Why he down there? I mean, at least he brings some speed, some energy. I'd rather lose like that than lose like the Bucks losing right now. It's like they just like waving the white flag when they put Brook Lopez out there in the back-to-back.
And how does Josh Hart shut down Bobby?
He was
bullying Bobby.
Bobby was airballing.
Bullying Bobby.
230, 20 pounds.
Bobby doesn't play in the playoffs, B-Shack, because that's how they play in the playoffs. They be getting the body, and that's how he looks in the playoffs. That's why Bud used to sit him out the playoffs because he knows his game is limited in the playoffs.
Oh my
And
goodness.
and Josh Hart just exposed him because Josh Hart 6'5", Bobby 6'10",
Yeah.
and he was bullying Bobby in the post
Hmm.
all game long, literally.
Listen, that's why Bobby didn't
I
get no
bully Bob in
tips
the
about
post.
his house.
Right. The fans got upset and ran down on him. Hey, Milwaukee ain't sweet. We don't play like that. You know what? They ran down, took his stuff. They ain't did nothing to it. They ain't sold it or nothing. This is somebody's basement waiting for him to have a good streak. And then all of a sudden it'll show. They gonna break back in and put everything back the way they found it. They gonna break back in and just put everything back and then just peace out like, now you doing right. But if you do it again, we coming back. Like Bobby
I
Wild.
heard I heard they took his championship ring too.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
They took
That's tough, bro. Oh my god.
No, we know that's on Bobby. That's on
Oh
Bobby.
my god.
Bobby, who you have? What ratchet chick you been having in your
Thank
crib?
you. Right.
Come on, man. Like
Right.
that don't happen. That ain't supposed to happen.
Yeah, that's an inside job. That's
That's
an
an
inside
inside
job.
job, bro.
Yeah, it's
Who
an
how
inside
much you
job.
talking to out here, bro? Like you need to check yourself. You need to look at who you just talked to last night or 3 days or
Yeah,
a week
you
ago.
famous. Why is you bringing people to your real house? But that's a whole different situation. Go ahead. Yeah, I'm
I'm
talking
here
too much.
picking up
Go
these
ahead.
ratchet
Go
chicks
ahead.
and then you bring them to your crib. Now they say,
All right.
Oh man.
But
man,
you
come on.
B
them
Shaq, I ain't
might
That's
never
funny.
seen you look like this, B Shaq. I ain't gonna even hold you. People in the chat is like, what's going on? Bro,
Cheer up,
the
B
chat
Shaq.
is concerned about B Shaq, bro.
We
You
looking
know how
bad,
you know what
B-Shaq. We
look.
looking bad. We looking real
Right.
bad.
No, we are looking bad though. I can't even blame you for doing what you're doing right now, B Shaq. Real talk, I can't even
I'm
blame you.
I'm gonna have to redeem myself after this, but listen, Bobby, this could be the reason why he's paying worse. This could be in the back of his head because the
Mm-hmm.
way he was talking, he was almost like blaming the city for what happened.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And I think a lot of stuff is possibly when you have a play that's already limited, and you put something in the back of their head like that could really mess them up. And
Right.
so that's all the more reason to get him out of Milwaukee. If he's
Spitting.
gonna be
That's a great
toasty,
point.
if he's gonna be toasty at the city,
I
then get
mean,
out.
I'm with you, B-Shaq. That's a sign. It's time for Bobby to go. It's just a sign. That's the sign that the Bucks. All right, he ready to go now. Last year he was like, I want to be in Milwaukee. Now he like F Milwaukee. They didn't
Right.
rob me. You know what I mean? Now you like, okay, ain't no Bobby. It's like, all right, Bobby ready to be traded.
I'm gonna tell you right now, you can tell the fan base, and no disrespect to Bobby, I appreciate what you've done for the city and all of that and being the mayor. But even at the games now, they don't even do the Bobby chants like that no more. It
Mm-mm.
be light. It be like
hmm
before the arena used to shake for Bobby, bro. The arena used to shake for Bobby.
I didn't get
Now,
this.
bro, it's a whisper. That
All
I
right, what
think the
happened
city
though?
is done. I think the city is
What
done with
Ajax?
Bobby.
Did he get injured? Ajax got injured during the game because Doc stopped playing him. What happened?
Doc being Doc.
No, he made some he did some couple fouls and then Doc's like, nah, get out of here, bro.
But
But
He was
Pat
but
playing
C,
listen,
but
defense,
Pat
though.
C
It's
got
just
unlimited
silly
mulligans.
fouls.
Pat
but
C got
listen,
a unlimited. Oh, here you go. Go ahead. Go ahead, B Shaq, with the stats.
Bobby, nobody ever expected anything of significance to come out of his career.
Mm-mm.
Bobby had a great run while he
Mm-hmm.
was here. We got more out of Bobby than anybody ever thought anyone was going to get out of him. Bobby probably played over his head for 3 years. It's over. It's
Same with Brooks.
over.
Same
Right.
with Brooks.
He
It's
he could go off
over.
into the sunset, tell his grandkids, I got a ring. I had a good 3-year run with the Bucks, but he was never more than a utility player that occasionally could get hot. That's all he is. All
That's
he ever
that.
was.
Yeah. At the end of the day. Hold on 1 second. Why? Hold that thought. Maurice, appreciate you spinning the block so much today, bro. Let's all be honest, fellas. This season is nothing more than a continuation of last year under Doc.
Yeah.
Groundhog's Day without question. Shaking my damn head. That's a yeah.
Because Doc has no vision for the team.
Yeah, that's a
Right.
great comment. Maurice, you cooking, bro.
He had no vision for the team. Like at least Adrian Griffin had a vision for the team.
Right.
Doc
Hmm.
has none. He has none. He came in
Zero
as the
creativity.
biggest coach we ever
That
seen.
too. No creativity. Not just
He doesn't
none.
know what he wants his team to be. Like I think to credit to Adrian Griffin, even though we ride on him, he knew that this team had to put up threes and play fast, and he knew that he knew that Brook cannot play in his system, but they didn't want to trade Brook. But he knew it. He knew Brook was like not gonna be able to get out there.
And
He knew
that's
Brook,
another problem right there. What you said, Pronte. I feel like the players on this team have too much power on this organization. The players have way too much input in
I
decision
just didn't
making.
get it. Ain't even a good player. It's the role players.
Player, that's what I'm saying.
Bobby
Like,
and Brook Lopez have too much. Pat Connaughton have too much power in this organization. Even
Oh no.
What happened?
Bobby did the post game in a Yankee hat. Oh no.
oh yeah, Bobby, why?
Take off that hat. You don't deserve to have that hat on.
Bobby, shout out to Bobby.
That's crazy.
Shout out to Bobby. Like, just trade Bobby, man. Bobby's his time is up. Brook time is up. Brook time was up like 2 years ago, and we know that.
Yeah.
Like, what was Brook? Think about it. What was Brook doing before he got him? He was sitting on the bench in LA, looking like his career was over.
Right. Yeah, you're right.
For real, like he wouldn't even get off the bench in LA. We maxed out Brook, and we should have just traded him while I was high. That's why we know that our GM is a sucker, because he trades for people that don't make sense. Like Jay Crowder was done, and we traded him for 60 second round picks. I mean, he was already done when we got him, and Phoenix knew it. And
Oh,
we
You
hold on.
know the thing
Ajax got
about
hurt with. Hey, hold on 1 second. Bleacher Report, boss. Thank you for the information. Ajax
okay,
got hurt with the hip pointer. That makes
okay, that
sense.
makes sense. Okay, because
Yep.
I was like, why
okay,
he good? He was a player I wanted to see out there. You know, his defense is a dynamic,
damn.
play a dynamic defense. But you know, I don't know. We in trouble. So he hurt again.
Yeah,
Hip.
and then your man's done tapped in again. No strays ENT, our favorite op. Appreciate the 4.99 super chat. I'm gonna try to offer brother B Shack some hope on the bright side. Celtics down to two of their best players, Jalen Brown and Porzingis. On the downside, Peyton Pritchard.
Listen, man. I wanna apologize to the chat, man. I'm coming down. Coming on here like I'm on 23-hour lockdown, man.
Hey, we all feel like
My
that. Are you
Yeah.
looking at the
hair is
comments
all
in the
messed
chat,
up.
B Shack? Are you looking at everybody crashing out? It's not that you. Everybody crashing out. That's just what it is today.
I just put up my laptop and saw what I looked like, man. I was like, oh, dang, man. Anyway,
I know
You
those. I
good?
know
You
those. I'm like,
good?
oh,
Hey, you know what? The last person was Mr. Smith had his on when we had a bad game. That's just the rite of passage. When you get too frustrated, you gotta come on in the beater. When you get too frustrated, you come on in the beater. Just what it is. Hey, you're around
all right,
friends and family anyway, B Shack. It's all good.
well, fellas, I'm a tap out,
All
dog.
right, B
yeah.
Shack.
Me too. I
Love
gotta
B
go
Shack.
too.
It'll get greater later, B Shack. Appreciate you,
What do
bro.
you think? Do y'all think that we made a mistake in getting rid of Bud?
It's not Bud that was the mistake. It's the players.
Yeah.
Bud was trying to help us.
The organization. We never retooled with Bud. That's the problem. I think that was always a problem with the Bud team. They were a little too old.
Hmm.
You
The,
know, I think because Bud has a system. Bud knows how to coach.
Right.
And we seen it in Phoenix. His team, he got Kevin Durant's not a
He's a
young guy.
regular season coach. I definitely give you that. Atlanta, he has a track
Yeah.
record of winning in a regular season.
Yeah.
He's like the Peyton Manning of coaches.
But what would Bud have done with Dame? You see what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, that is yeah, that's true.
Because if he'd had a Dame would have been loving Bud. All the space he would have had.
That's fair. That's a fair point. That's a fair point.
You see what I'm saying? But you're right. He is a regular season coach. But now we got a non-regular season coach and a non-coach. So we got a non-coach. So now we.
Oh, hold on. B Shack is returned. Hold on 1 second. B Shack is returned. Hold on 1 second. Hold on 1 second. I got you too, Bleacher Report boss. I see you. Hold on 1 second. Let me just let B Shack make his comment. Go ahead, B Shack.
Conte said something that sparked a comment I want to say before.
Okay.
This might be a whole show or a segment, and I know what we were saying during the Adrian Griffin run. But here's what I'm going to say. I'm going to say we were wrong.
Mm-hmm.
Because the man, first of all, the man's record was his record.
Right.
And the defense did look bad, but at least we had the offense rolling.
Right.
So there's a reason why when they did those interviews, he blew management away with his plan for the team. There was something. I heard that he just blew everybody away. So, and including Giannis, I just think that because of his inexperience, and inexperienced coaches of color don't get much rope.
Yeah.
They just bailed on him. But right now, it looks like a bad decision. I think no matter what, they should have stuck with him the whole season.
Mm-hmm.
But I think, in retrospect, seeing what he was trying to accomplish, in concept, the type of defense they were playing, it was sort of like an attack defense, but they were. I think the only problem was I think that was the time to get rid of Brooke.
Right.
Brooke could not play that type of defense, which made the whole thing look bad.
Right. B-Shack, let's be honest. We chose Brooke and Bobby over Griffin.
Correct.
That's what really happened. That's what really happened.
What happened. Yeah.
We chose Brooke and Bobby over Griffin. And and we traded both of them from some athletic big that could switch. Because that's all we really, that's all in a guard that could defend, a better guard that could defend. But we already had Pat Bev on the team. So we got rid of Griffin because of Brooke and Bobby. And at least he had the energy and a vision for the team. He understood
That's the revelation of the night. That's the revelation of the night right there. That's the revelation of the night right there. We got rid of Brooke, chose Brooke and Bobby over Griffin. That's it in a nutshell.
Yep.
Perfect.
Yeah.
And then hired a washed up has been.
And then hired a washed up coach. We name dropped the coach. The thing about Horse, and this is the problem that Horse is having. This is why we think of him a great GM, but he doesn't find a jewel. He just gets old players that used to be good. You know what I mean? He's been doing that for the last 6 or 7 years, and they haven't panned out. Only player that actually had any value was PJ Tucker.
True.
Stop, and he's been doing it, and then he did it with the coaching. He was lazy with his. If you're gonna replace Griffin, right? Then why would you get the coach that nobody? He just got fired. He knows his time is up, and you say, "Oh, let's bring in Doc," because it's a name. It's a proper name. Even with Dame, like Dame is great. That's a great pickup. But then have a vision for the team. You see what I'm saying?
Did Adrian Griffin land anywhere on anybody else's team? Anybody else's bench?
No.
Now, see, that bothers me.
Yeah.
Because I think he was so devastated. Even if he didn't land anywhere the rest of that year, he should have got on with someone this summer. And a bunch of look at Stotts. Stotts is on
Golden State.
I saw him the other night.
Golden State.
Yeah, and Griffin was known as an up and coming, potentially a rising star as far as the young coaches are concerned. So I really hope. See, what I'm afraid of is the fact that we had a winning record, and people should see the potential. I got a feeling that some of the behind the scenes stuff probably got out there and maybe messed up his reputation. I hope it didn't. Because I would love to see him, man, land another job or at least on someone else's bench. But it concerns me that he hasn't yet.
I think after the Bucks finish doing what they're doing here, the way it's looking, and they continue to look like this, he's gonna be like, "See, I told you, it wasn't me." You know what I mean? So
Right.
he's gonna get another job. Look at the Bucks record with me, and then look at him with Doc. He's gonna be able to at least say that. You know what I mean? Because no slight against Doc, but sometimes our time is up. You know,
Right.
Jeff,
Right.
Jeff Van Gundy ain't been coaching in a while. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
For a reason. Go ahead, my
Yeah,
mother.
I used to just
Sorry to
think
call you
Doc
out.
was.
Sorry, go
I'm
ahead.
sorry. I used to
I
just
just
think
wanted
Doc was very I looks loquacious or
to.
eloquent. Man,
Yeah.
he's smoking mirrors, man.
Yeah,
In
he
Yeah.
the
is.
press room,
He's
he be
just
all
smoking
hocus
mirrors.
pocus, man.
Man,
He just be saying stuff and the
it's,
dudes be asking questions. He don't even wait for them to finish asking the question. He be jumping in there, man.
He's
Doc,
all in
man,
his head.
he's
He's full of it.
all flash and no substance now, man.
Yeah.
yeah,
Or as my fam used to say back in the day, all sizzle, no steak.
yeah.
You remember that one? You remember that one? I know me, Shaq, know that one.
That's right. All sizzle, no
No
steak.
steak,
The question
right?
we really got to think about is if we end up being bad this year, what are we gonna do with Damian Giannis? What are they gonna want to do?
They're
You
gonna
see what I'm
probably trade Dame.
saying?
I don't know what
He-
else. He still
you
has not looked.
know,
He's hooping. He got value.
I'm saying, but I mean, are they both gonna want to leave? We
I,
have no draft capital. We have nothing to get. We can't get them anything. Like,
Listen, the Bucks really have some hard decisions to make because they really are in this place where um if they don't make the right move, they could be bad for a long time.
yeah,
And I think if they're gonna do business with anybody, and it comes down to, if you're gonna just really ride with the Bucks as an organization, or if you're more of a Giannis fan, because I keep hearing today that the best thing for them to do is deal with the organization that has a bunch of draft picks,
mm-hmm.
some of that OKC,
Yep.
and because they gave their future away, man. They have no draft picks, so I think that's one of the things they need to really look at doing, man. I mean, you got people talking about, man, just go ahead and tank, go for Cooper Flag now.
they
I
got,
mean,
We can't get it.
Giannis ain't going for that.
We can't.
Yo, guys, I
We
have to
don't.
go
We
now.
don't own that pick. Oh, okay. All
we
right,
don't
bro.
own that pick. We don't own that pick, dude.
All right.
Yeah,
Appreciate you,
yeah,
man.
that's right.
Orlando. Be safe out there this weekend, fam. We'll see you soon.
So
All right,
we
my
See
can't
you
Lando.
guys.
B Shaq. We can't tank because we don't got a pick. We ain't got a pick to tank for. Like, we just gonna give somebody else a Cooper Flag.
Right.
Wherever we trade with, we gonna give them Cooper Flag because that's how bad we gonna be if the way we keeping this up. The Bucks have to trade Bobby and they have to trade Bobby and Brooke. They have to trade them, and they not gonna get much for them because now they looking like super sellers. You know what I
Yep.
mean? They ain't gonna
Yep.
get that what they could have got last year or at the beginning of the year. Season, they're not getting the same value for Bobby and Brooke.
All right. Hold on 1 second. My boy done spent the block again. Maurice, appreciate you, bro. The $5 super chat, and to think Doc was allegedly mentoring and advising Griffin before conspiring to get him fired and replace him. That's some nasty work right there. Facts. Facts.
But
Oh, facts.
who was a goofy in all this? It's John Horse.
Right.
John Horse was a goofy. He the one that did all the bad decisions. You know, that's
Man, he gave up the farm foot. He gave up so many picks. Like when I watched that, I mean, the clip that he showed beginning of live. When I watched that clip earlier today and I saw what he said, saying that we was calling every team. I just shook my head like, you traded all of our picks away.
But Jay Crowder,
for Jay Crowder. That's
And
symbolism right there. That's the symbolism.
Right. That is. You're right.
Like,
the part give me is Jake Crowder himself is like him said leave him alone and
You know what I'm thinking though. I'm not gonna say it. I know what that's coming from because B-Shaq made a good point when he said Griffin didn't have an opportunity to say and had a chance to make the mistakes that John Horst has.
Right.
He'll keep his job. John Horst got another contract off of making terrible decisions. So that tells you all you need to know. You know what I mean? Pat Connaughton is still on the team playing minutes. That tells you all you need to know. And they only have one thing in common. And we're gonna just leave it at that because ain't no way that if they was is different or if let's be honest, if John Horst looked like Adrian Griffin, he'd have been fired. And let's be honest. Let's keep it 100. Cause them decisions, those decisions were terrible, and we know it. And the decision, and even the decision to sign Middleton back was debatable, and we all know that. You know
forgot.
what I
mean? You forgot. He almost tried to go to Detroit. Remember?
Hey, B-Shaq, can I drop you for a minute? We got a new person in the green room I want to bring in here real quick. All right, appreciate you, B-Shaq. Thank you, sir.
But we got to be honest about why we still got John Horst in Milwaukee.
Hold on one second. We got somebody new in the chat. What up, famo? What's good, bro?
Man, what's good, dog? Y'all killing it on here tonight, bro.
What's going on? The homie Scales was good, bro. Appreciate you.
What's the word,
in.
bro?
Man, cool it. Hey, just chop it up real quick. You know, got the homie Pronte over there. We got the homie Breach Report Boss. Scales, you was chopping it up, and hey, going back and forth. The chat be cracking, bro. The
chat be lit. I had to come out of there one time and try to slide on here before you got offline. But like everything Pronte is saying, you know what I mean? I don't want to get into racial and all of that, but he's absolutely correct. But when you look at GM, like everything started up top in the organization. And I think one of the problems with the Bucks is you look at a team like the Warriors. We should have took a page out of their book. When they got old and injured after their championship runs, bro, they shut it down, bro. They tanked for Wiseman. Bob Myers kept the draft picks. You know, when it was time to let go of people, he let them go. Iguodala, whoever, when it was your time to go. Even look at Klay Thompson, bro. You know it had to hurt them to let go of Klay. We don't want to let go of Bobby, Brooke, Khris, because they want to ring with us. Like, okay, it's fine. You want to ring? Thanks. We'll invite you back when we do a ring ceremony or whatever, you know what I mean? And we honor that championship team. But we got to keep it. We got a stud, bro, that's under 30 years old. And when you got a stud that's under 30, you got to keep people around him. That's the mistake Cleveland made when LeBron was there. You're not cultivating the roster with your star, bro. You have to build around your star, bro. And you have to do whatever. And like, I feel like what Pronte was saying, the Dame move was kind of counteractive. Like, Giroux was older. Giroux was talking that shit, but we all know Giroux's a big athlete that's not going to quit sports. He loves to be competitive and thrive and all of that. So he was just talking, man. He wasn't going to retire or do none of that. The Dame thing was scared that Giannis was going to leave.
Correct.
So John thought a name, like Pronte said, a name. I love Dame. Don't get me wrong, and I'm happy we got Dame. Yeah. But it was a name move. Like, oh, we can get Damian Lillard. I know that's going to keep Giannis here. You know what I'm saying? And now we're in a position where you could still lose Giannis. Even though you went and got Dame. There's still a possibility that you could lose the best Buck ever. Hold on, bro. You could lose the best Buck in history.
That's a fact officially now. That's a fact officially.
Yeah. That's scary when you think about the future of our franchise. I don't mean to be long-winded because I want to hear what y'all got to say too. But when you think about the future of our franchise, when he got to talking about Horst, like I be on Doc and I be on other people, but he right, it started up top, bro. Like, and then it trickles down from there. My thing with Giannis, just play ball. Get out the front office. Don't worry about who's on the roster.
That's the problem.
You were a killer when you didn't make no roster decisions, when you weren't doing interviews. You were a killer. You were like Jokic. Jokic don't make no roster decisions. He just go ball with whatever Mike Malone put out there for him, bro. He go ball with them dudes. It could be me, Pronte, Amara, and, you know what I mean, us, and Jokic, and he gonna go get a double-double, bro, or a triple-double that night, and we gonna compete in the game. We might not win, but we ain't gonna get blown out. That's what I'm saying. Get out the front office, bro. Just go play your game. That's not you, bro. You don't make front office decisions. You're not LeBron James, bro. You Giannis Antetokounmpo. You know what I mean? Play your game. Be you, bro. You know what I mean? So that's really it, bro. I don't want to be long-winded. I know
appreciate you. Know, I'll see you in a minute anyway, Scales. You already know what it is, bro.
You know that, bro.
You already know. We know this man like 40 years, man. What's good?
Man, bro, we go way back, bro. I'm so proud of what you're doing, but
Well, man,
what I like
appreciate
is I have a lot of basketball conversations where cats don't talk like y'all. So that's how I gravitated to this, because it'd be hard for me to talk sports with people who just be fanatics. Like, I really love this team, bro. I was a fan when we were terrible. Sigma and the McKeskey days, and my dad used to take me to the Mecca and all that. Like, bro, I remember them days we were terrible. I kicked it with John Henson. Brandon Jennings is my homeboy. You know what I mean? So I've been around this team as a fan and as a family member of this team. So I'm always rooting for this team, bro. And I remember when we got Giannis, when Hammond was in the front office and John Henson was so excited about this African kid that they had just gotten. He kept convincing me like, no, Harvey, he's the truth. And I'll be at his house playing video games like, man, who did we just draft, bro? And he'll be like, no, I'm telling you, this kid, he's serious. You know what I mean? So that's what I'm saying.
Shout
like,
out to Hammond.
Shout out to Hammond, bro. Because if you look at what he
We're
did in Orlando.
We're Hammond that now. We're Hammond that now.
Orlando, and look at Orlando.
Orlando
was terrible, but we was laughing at Orlando 7 years ago. Laughing at Orlando. The Mikal Fultz thing, all the mistakes that they made down there in Orlando, Hammond came right in there and changed. Look at them now. If PB don't get hurt, they're second team and they're right with Cleveland and Boston. If Banchero doesn't get hurt right now. Like they were rolling through teams before he got hurt. So that's what I'm saying. Like, it's everything starts up top, bro. Like, it can trickle down. This is my last point that I'm gonna let y'all go, and I want to listen. Amara probably seen me make this comment 100 times. Doc Rivers is 18-31 since he's taken the team over, bro.
Yeah.
Like, I just want people to think about that. I love Doc, black coaches. I root for him. All of that. I'm a fan of Doc Game. He went to Marquette. You know what I'm saying? He was a great pro.
I
root for
his jersey in the rafters at first.
Man, he's a cool dude. I like his swag. He's a great dad. All of that. But at the end of the day, your job is your job, bro. And if I went 18-31, I still wouldn't have no job, bro. With a championship caliber team, bro, no way in hell, bro. You keep your job and you're 18-31 since you took over.
Let Griffin have been 18-31.
Come on now.
He was the opposite and still got cared.
Come on now. So it's like our future, I fear for it. Like Prante said, we don't have a lot of assets. We don't got a lot of things to offer people. Even if you put Dame and Giannis in a trade package, what are you getting back, honestly? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just weird to me, bro. Like, and it's funny, a OG told me that at No Sports years ago, we won the chip. I was excited. You know, we was basking in the glory, the parade. We was geek. I remember my OG, old school cat, kind of remind me of Mr. Cool, told me, he said, you know we financially not going to be able to keep this team together, right? And I'm like, oh, OG, don't try to rain on my parade. We just won the chip. We the greatest team in NBA history. I ain't trying to hear that. And he's absolutely right. 3 years later, like, the coaches are making more money than the players right now, and we have nothing to show for the coaches that we're hiring. Like, it's just weird, bro.
How many coaches on the books? That's the question.
3 coaches.
I mean, you know what, man? We became a business model.
This dude said Doc is a gangster. That's
became
ridiculous.
A business model. We became
ridiculous.
Droppers to put people in stands. The Bucks ain't trying to win a championship. And let's be honest,
I agree with you, Prante, because it's become big business. Especially when they brought in the new third owner or whatever, and the one cat sold his piece of the team and
to the Cleveland owner, to the Cleveland cat.
It was just all about the product now, and not really the product on the floor, but the product to sell. The bars around the arena, the hotels. You know what I mean? Or the Fiserv. Like, it wasn't really about the product that was hitting the floor at the Fiserv anymore. Yeah, it's a business model. I agree. It's not about the sports anymore.
We turned Giannis into a business model.
Facts.
That's all it was to it. That's all we saying. That's why we had to go get Dame. Dame's a great player, but that's why we got Dame, because it was a name.
We
didn't even think about what else would fit. We knew the name would bring people in the stands.
Right.
And that was it. You know what I mean? We weren't gonna do nothing else. That because John Horst he's like Pat Connaughton. They're the same. They're exactly the same. They're running the same game. So they got connections with the people that own the thing, and they just running off of that. And the people that stay poised. You know what I mean? They ain't gotta be good. Let's be honest. They don't have to be good
to make money, right?
No matter what. And that's the bottom line. And Doc's kind of in the same mode right now. He's playing the game too. That's why he was advising Adrian Griffin.
Oh my God.
Set the trap. He
He
set the
was
trap.
advising Adrian Griffin.
Right. The
Because
Judas.
Doc knows the game better than anybody else.
Oh my God.
And so as soon as Adrian Griffin wasn't looking good, probably because Doc was telling him to do some dumb stuff, and
he set
Doc
him up
for that big contract. Because now that
But
name,
Prante, not to cut you off, even to your point with the Brooke and Bobby thing, bro, those are adjustments that you're making with players. You're a new coach, bro. You 40 some odd games into the season. You still gonna be figuring it out with guys that don't know your system like that. There was no reason to blow it up, is what I'm saying. Like,
hold on 1 second, Scales. Hold on 1 second, Scales. Pass. Appreciate $2 super chat. This guy gotta come on again, real now. Absolutely. That's why I said it's the number one chat. Hey, ain't nothing but intelligence up in here. Another one.
Even Bobby's a brand in Milwaukee. That's why they didn't trade him. He was a brand. That's the Bobby chance. They couldn't trade him because that's the brand. Bobby actually did put some people in stands. The Bucks have been branding for the last since they won a championship. Khris Middleton, and they weren't trying to keep their team up. You know what I mean? Because they would have traded Khris Middleton. Not because.
What's your opinion on Khris Middleton? What's your opinion on Khris Middleton? How you feel about what we're talking about this whole time?
Listen, so this is my thing. I'm with Amara on this. Khris whooped us with the player options. I want to salute Khris and his agent because they did an excellent job with constructing his contracts and the way he's played the Bucks all of these years. Like, this boy has rolled money over and over and over again. You put up that post, bro, where this guy hasn't played in almost since the championship season, pretty much. Like, even when he came back with 55 games.
Haven't you noticed Khris Middleton hasn't played since the championship season?
Bro, when he came back for them 55 games, he came back. He was a shell of himself.
That's
I don't even know why he was playing
is a fact.
At all last year. Like, I think he just got out there because I think he had to do something to get his money, maybe, or something, because I don't even know why he played last year. He could barely move. His knees were bad. I kept saying, I was like, any given day, he's going to quit on us. Like, I could see it on his face when he would go to timeouts. He would just look like out of it. He didn't look like locked in Khris that I remembered the last time I was rooting for him. You know what I mean? Really watching the Bucks like that. I feel like his contracts and what he's done at this point, and it's to Amara's point. We, and yours too, Prante, we held on to him too long too. That's what I'm saying. We got these things because we wanted this championship for so long around here. But you got to remember, the Warriors wanted to win for a long time too. I'm originally from Oakland, California. So I know all about that franchise and how they struggled out there for years, everything they went through. But when they got their opportunity to win, Bob Myers and them didn't drop the ball in that front office, bro. Every move they made was calculated, from Monte Ellis to Andrew, flipping that to Andrew Bogut, to flipping D'Lo to Andrew Wiggins. Like, if you just pay attention to them, bro, even having Kuminga right now, he's just a piece that they could eventually move for a franchise player at any moment if they want to. That's why they haven't extended him or did any of them. Just watch that team and how they maneuver and how they do things. The Bucks front office don't move like that. And that's the problem, that why we are in the position that we are right now. From coaches to personnel to draft
we're still archaic. Like I said, everybody else on FM, we still on AM. We still on AM, bro.
I almost wonder, do we even use analytics?
Right.
Are we using analytics? Because we don't play like we use analytics.
Is that fact?
We don't know more. We don't know more. Everything's a business move. Everything's a business move with the Bucks right now, and that's what we got as fan base.
But not just a business move, but also to keep other players happy.
Well, no. Because no, it's a business move because the Bucks without Giannis will go down in flames, and they knew that.
Right.
Giannis is the business. Giannis is the business. Giannis is the Bucks. That's a fact. I don't care what. Right? He brought us the championship, but look at downtown right now. Pre-Giannis to Giannis, it's a completely different place.
The stadium.
They owe Giannis billions of dollars. The Bucks, they owe Giannis. He is the business. Facts. That's why they did that. They
it just stayed 43.
Giannis is an economy.
Yeah,
Giannis is a whole economy. So, and they know that. They're not stupid. You know, they owe Giannis more. That's why they kept his brother.
Yeah.
Fact.
Exactly. That's another. Yeah. To
back.
right. Right. Facts.
Yeah, where TA at right now, man? Like,
we
Bring
damn
him
near
back.
need him back,
We need
bro. We
TA.
need the Nassus. Maybe we
man,
need
give
the
Alright.
TA,
Nassus.
give TA. If we ain't got a roster spot for him, give TA a clipboard or something, man. We got to do something. You know what I mean?
Clipboard.
For
Bring him
real.
back. At least he was good luck. Like
Come
he
on
was
now.
good energy, man. He brought good vibes.
But
Right.
real on some real, like I said, for me being close to the team, like even I got a homie that live in Indianapolis that I went to school with that's cool with Jeff Teague. And that's what Jeff Teague was saying about when he was around the team. We was cracking jokes about the Nassus one time when I was around him. And when the jokes was done, he was like, no, on some serious though, we wouldn't have won the chip without the Nassus. He was like, Giannis looks for the Nassus. When Giannis makes a mistake, he looks right at the bench. He don't look at the coach. He looking for his brother. You get what I'm saying? When they in timeouts, him and Giannis are having
Yeah, you can see
conversations.
that
The
on the
team
screen.
the
Maybe
team
that's
is
what's
over
missing
here.
with Giannis. Maybe low key, it seemed like that's crazy, but maybe he is missing his brother.
I mean, but the whole team is missing him.
I
Yeah.
think the whole team. I don't think it's just Giannis. I agree with Pronte, and that was Jeff Teague's point. It was the whole team. Teague was like, I wasn't even getting in the games, and the man used to preach to me like, look, this is what you're gonna do, Jeff. When you get out here, and he said he used to be looking at TA like, what, bro? I'm not playing. I'm about to be sitting next to you. But
Right.
you know what I mean? Like that's just what I'm saying. And like TA we laugh at TA's a joke, blah, blah, blah. But chemistry and locker room are just as important as what I'm
That
saying about
locker
front
room.
office moves and all
But
of
you
that
remember
too.
what I
You
was
know what I
saying?
mean?
I didn't see nothing on this team. This interject real quick. But what I wanted to say is what I was mentioning at the beginning of the season. It seemed like it was so much pressure on this team that it was no fun. I used to see them doing wrestling moves on each other,
Yeah,
jumping up and down,
exactly.
handshakes and all that. I don't see none of that no more.
Yeah,
That's why I
man,
say
bro.
there's something going on in that locker room too. It's just not the coaching. There's something going on in that locker room. I know they're not gonna let it out, but you can see. I don't even see them looking like they enjoy playing with each other right now.
Bro.
It looked like Dame and Giannis is just like, hey, let's just get ours and whatever happened. That's what it looked like. Giannis like, okay, I'm gonna take these next 8, get my money. You get your money. What if they want to play, they play. If not, we did what we supposed to do. We out. That's what it looked like. I came to
Facts.
perform. If y'all ain't here paying attention, whatever. I'm out. I got paid already.
Make TA the coach. We might have the coach. Let's be honest. He might motivate everybody to play hard.
All right, low key, that's
Boy, be
funny, but
scared for
it ain't
everybody.
off. It ain't off. But he
Everybody to
should have a
succeed. Let's be
clipboard.
honest. All right, y'all, I'm out though.
All
But
right,
TA,
bro. Yeah, I'm gonna shut
just
this
be on
down
the
in a
roster.
minute. All right, bro. Hold on, let me just redo these screens real quick. Hold on 1 second. All right, Pronte, appreciate you, bro. Let me just redo these screens, get the last comments off before we get up out of here. Hold on 1 second. Hold on 1 second, Scale. Hold on, bro.
Yeah,
Get you back in here. All right, there we go.
Hey,
right.
Bleacher, what? Okay, so you asking me that? Let me ask y'all this: Beauchamp, what a waste of a pick in youth and all of that, bro.
And
We
you
did
know what's
not
better? He's
develop,
better than Pat
cultivate this
C.
guy.
And he's better than Pat C.
That's what I'm saying. But he doesn't get any minutes. Like, and you know what's funny? Guess who was playing him? Griffin.
Griffin was playing. Oh, he was playing
Griffin
Ajax
was playing
too.
him.
And he was playing
Yeah.
Ajax. And
Yeah.
that's how we found out. We found out about AJ Green because of Griffin.
Exactly. Exactly. He was playing the kids. He was playing the kids, bro.
Players got mad last year and they started doing that. I'm like, you guys ain't playing. That's how like, they had to really start playing these young guys first, then they got mad. I'm like, you can't get mad when you guys got playing. It don't care if you was guaranteed a spot. We don't care about that. You care about you playing. Enough with that. Enough with giving somebody. That's what nothing John Horse messes up on. They always like, oh, we promised you a starting spot if it's not here.
Yeah, he get way too many promises.
Yep.
Way too many promises. Like I said, the
player,
inmates are running the asylum here. That's the problem.
Facts. Amara, that's them player options too.
Right.
That's how he getting people because he feel like he in a small market like Milwaukee, so he think he got to give you a player option and make it sweet for you to sign here. Like, no.
Yep.
Oh, you don't
know
want
Pat
you're not
C
gonna
got
take
a player
this team
option for next year, right? You know Pat C got a player. Pat
Got a player. That's what I'm saying.
Pat
Almost everybody on the team got
you
one.
You think Pat ain't gonna take that $9 million? You're insane. You're insane if you think Pat ain't gonna pick up that player option for $9 million.
Ain't Middleton? I think Middleton's up for like 38 million or 39 million or something like that.
They gonna take that money. Are you insane? They gonna take that money. Hold on 1 second, y'all. Let me get my man. I know more than you. I ain't seen you in a minute. What's good, bro? Appreciate the $2 super chat. AG with fire because of Brooke and Bobby. Selfish. That's what
Yep.
everybody is saying, bro. If where there's smoke, there's fire. I believe
Facts.
that completely. And when you
Me
looked at when
too.
they were playing, the most frustrated players when Adrian Griffin was here was Brooks
Yep.
and Bobby, and they were visibly on the court. You could see them be just visibly frustrated, visibly frustrated.
But out there, because Book Wrong gets big boy out there and want to cover somebody. He got snail feet legs, man. He can't even run. He can't even run stone foot.
And his main attribute, blocking shots, he's slower now, so he can't even time those like he used to. He's getting
And he not
blocks.
and Bud had him set up playing in the dunker zone so that he was always available to block or contest the shot. Adrian was pulling them out of the dunker zone.
And that's
so now you got to cover, bro, on rotations and switches. You got to be able to cover. And if you can't, you got to come off the floor. Think about Rudy Gobert in Utah.
Right.
That was the problem with Rudy Gobert in Utah. He was horrible on switches. So he would become unplayable. When you would go small, when Golden State, OKC, and them teams would go small against them, they would lose every time. Utah would damn near win the West every year and then lose in the playoffs because Rudy Gobert would become unplayable sometimes.
What just happened with us? The Knicks don't got no center. They ran us right out the building with speed and athleticism. The Knicks didn't even take long. I'm not saying Cat ain't no big player, but he's more of a wing player than a post player. But he's a young guy. They just ran us out the building.
Ran us right out the
building, bro.
Hey, this is game plan. This is game. The coach be like, you know, it is a game plan. We're gonna run. We're gonna run.
Yeah, shoot threes.
We're gonna run and run some more. That's what they did.
You know what was symbolic of this game? The first shot of the game, Cat hit a three. He came back and hit another three. I was like, oh, it's up. I knew it was up. And then when I saw him doing all this and ducking on Brooke, I was like, oh, he's styling tonight.
If you look at the theme of this season, every team we played this year started off hot from three. Utah had their best shooting night from three in franchise history or something like that the other night, bro. So that's what I'm saying. If you watched, like, I know every one of us on this live and the people in the chat, we've watched every game this season, even preseason. People be smoking from the three-point line against us. Like, it's crazy. I know Bud used to have a system where he believed that eventually shots are going to start missing. So he would give up a lot of threes.
Like the corner threes, like certain
teams.
type of threes, right.
Exactly. To bait teams into doing that against us. And then eventually they'll go cold. Khris will get hot. And then we'll end up winning the games usually. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's how it was going when Bud was here. But like I said, Bud had a different system. The defensive systems and schemes and the players that we have now aren't the same.
Look at the words that you're using, though, Scales, bro. You're using words like system, style. We can't use that. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. We don't have any of that. We're hooping. It's just like going to McGovern right now, but they got two cold players, so they can win some of the time because they got two of the coldest players out there. You know what I'm saying? But I don't see them running no plays or calling or putting their hands up, running certain plays. It ain't none of that. When you watch the Knicks play, that is a well-oiled machine. Regardless of their record, you can see what their objective is on the floor. You know
what Thibodeau team, whether it's Chicago, Minnesota, or New York, they all look the same, bro. They all look the same. No matter where Tibbs touchdown at. They all gonna play the same way, bro. Or you're not gonna play for Tibbs.
That's also a detriment to Doc, though, because as I was told, and being in sport, you take the identity on of your coach. So if they're playing like that, that's the identity of their coach, which is a problem.
And if you look at everywhere he's been, like I said, I don't. What's the black man name? I forgot his name. Clippers front office. Old school hooper. Baller. Elgin Baylor. He did an excellent job constructing them rosters in LA with that Clippers team. Like CP, Blake, Jamal Crawford, Matt Barnes. I'm talking about dogs up and down those rosters loaded. Doc could never get those teams over the hump, bro. Like even in Philly, super overloaded roster. I mean, Kawhi hit a super lucky shot against them, but them games shouldn't even been that close against Toronto. Let's just be honest. Philly was better than Toronto. Let's just be real here. On paper, they were better than Toronto. But because Doc got out coached by Nick Nurse, they went to the finals against the Warriors that year. So if you just look at Doc's history, like I'm disincluding Boston because Boston was lightning in a bottle to me.
Right.
I'm talking about LA and you look at Philly. I'm talking about top-heavy, loaded rosters. Like, average coaches could have did great jobs with those rosters, bro. With the talent on those rosters, Doc was supposed to go all the way with at least one of those Clippers teams. They should have at least went to one NBA Finals.
Exactly. No, they were super
For them
talented.
to not make it out of any is insane to me. So when you just look at Doc, he's not what you said. He doesn't really have a style when he
Right.
goes places. What he can do is coach superstars, but I think any ex-NBA player can coach superstars. Look at
Right. They
JJ
always
Redick.
thought he manages personalities and egos.
Look at
So that-
JJ Redick. No
Right.
experience, no history, and he's got those dudes in LA listening to him because LeBron said, "Listen to JJ, bro." You
Right.
get what I'm saying? So it don't matter. I just think if you've been a part of the NBA fraternity or family like that, you can get a superstar to listen to you if you played before. You know what I mean? Like, so
Dude, this is good. Hey,
what he
Skills,
said.
you gotta keep tapping back in, bro. People
That's
messing with you, bro.
bro.
Man, I'm always, bro. Listen, you like
I
what
see
did I
you.
tell you? What did I tell you on Twitter, bro? I said I will not miss an episode of this, bro. Like
My man.
I fell asleep on the end of the Bucks game. It was so terrible. I woke up just to make sure I could get on this live
Bro,
with you.
I appreciate you, man. Shout out to the homie Scales. What's your last words of Bleach Report Boss? We gotta get out of here at the same time. Hold on, Scales. Go ahead.
Man, all I say is salute to everybody, man. Thank you, Skills, coming in. You got coming back in, man.
Yeah,
I love.
absolutely. Hey, he part of friends and family. He know that though already. He know what it is.
Man, dude, this brother know how we go back 100 years.
Yeah,
man.
100 years. Don't even worry about it.
100.
We good. All right,
Yep.
Scales. All right, Bleach Report Boss. Appreciate y'all, gentlemen. Appreciate y'all. That's what I'm saying. Hey, I done known that man. I don't even know how many years. I gotta do the science on that, Scales. I gotta do the science on how long I done known you, bro. This is crazy. So, hey, this was a loss. We gotta have some realistic expectations about this team, and just hope. Just hope. I don't even want to say too much. We just gotta hope. Another excellent live. Appreciate everybody tapping in. Appreciate Maurice for spinning the block with so many great comments in the super chat. Appreciate the super chat. Scales, you was dropping all types of gems in here. Appreciate you. Pass. B Shack is gonna get better, bro. I don't. Bro. Hey, friends and family is concerned about B Shack. B Shack is gonna be all right, bro. I promise you, we gonna figure something out. We gonna be better, B Shack. I promise. I promise it's gonna be all right. Salute to Gibbs and everybody else that tapped in, the homie Montalando. And shout out to Conscious Day Trader. I know you over there in Bali. Like I told y'all, we not local, we global. We all over the world. We got cats to be tapping in from Bali now. We got people tapping in from over in Thailand. This is a movement. We building something here. Friends and family, we gonna take over. I promise you. I'm Amber. This is amaraslogic, Milwaukee Bucks trades, rumors, and news live edition, where we just got done talking about the Knicks putting hands and feet on the Bucks in a back-to-back 116-94. We will regroup. We'll come back, and we'll be going live after the next Bucks game. I hope y'all have a good Friday and a good rest of your weekend. Comment, like, subscribe, and share the electrifying content. We'll also be going live after the Packers game, too, as well. Appreciate all y'all tapping in. This is another excellent live, man. We putting in some work on these lives. What? We the best of the business. Gone.